This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the brother underneath in the bunk. Man, the truth in my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared the war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Norway to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved on my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we got tired of waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people, and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just wanna be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. You hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to understand.
Introductions.
What's good? It's your boy Jedi for Jedionline, True Illuminati Live, Red Pill True Illuminati Clips. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know anytime I go live. You get me? We're in the building. This is Speakenomix. I've decided it's Speakenomix. So with Speakenomix, and you get me, there's no point me telling you the episode because I don't know when, like, what order they're gonna drop or whatever. But yeah, I got the family with me. You get me? Big up man like Maverick in the building on the ones and twos. Big up man like Max. You get me? And we got High Priest in the background. We're gonna have a sit down with him in a bit. Yep. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna start from left to right. Introduce yourself. Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?
Name South, Side from the South, personal trainer, gym enthusiastic, and I just love talking, so I'm here to support the big homie. Let's get it.
Come on, and you lot will know that's my little broski. You probably never seen me if you never seen him. You know them way there. So if you already know, innit? Alright, cool. Big up man like South. Thank you for being here. It's been a long time in the making.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm here now.
Hopefully I can draw you out. And you know. Cool. You alright? Alright. Who else we got here? Who's this?
So Shelly Shevz, you don't know Shelly.
Big Bakisha, Big Chevelle, big knees, them quiver.
You don't know.
Whoa. Why are you attacking the knees already?
It's okay. Cause you know,
knee attack.
I would say, anyways, we'll get to that. Listen,
BH, just say BH for that.
BH. Man like shine BH. Man like shine.
SA
what?
SA.
What, Siobhan Anderson?
No.
Yeah, you get me? I got a few days. You get me? I got a few days. You understand? Singer-songwriter, rapper, you don't know.
On.
And I just love to chat. You get me? So I'm there.
Bare chatterboxes in the building. You get me? And last but not least.
Yeah, Desmond. I like the way you lot are calling me Big Man Des.
Big Man Des.
That might have to be my online.
Come on.
That might have to be my online name. I like that.
Who called you Big Man Des?
He did.
No,
Fire. Burn up.
Why did you play into that?
Burn up.
Why did you play into that?
I didn't even
know. Man.
I didn't even know where he was going.
My
My brother
God.
Des.
Set me up.
My brother Des.
I saw that. I swear down. See the camera? How much does it show South's face? Proper. Yeah, the big piece of dribble that came out. Remind me.
I saw it.
I am going to zoom into that. You're finished. You're finished, definitely.
You're done.
Man said his mouth's watering. Burn up. Lava for the dribbling. In a room full of man.
Dribble.
And man dead there.
Well, we can see who you chose to sit next to.
But you're talking about Big Brother Des.
Yeah, dribbling and that. Right?
It's all right. So I dribbled
I
because
shouldn't get involved. I should know better. Continue, Big Brother Des.
Yeah, Big Brother, Big Man, they're all good for me. Like I said last week, I'm a man. I think if I really understood what I'm saying, I connect the dots.
Now, why are you laughing when the big man's talking though? Like, what's going on?
They're mocking the big man. You know what? I feel like Dame Dash should be in here, man. The way they're picking up on everything. You know?
What happened? What happened? What
What did I
happened?
say? What did I say?
It's cool. He
No,
said
no,
a
let's get it
mad
out, man. What did he say?
It's okay. It's
Nah,
okay.
she don't want. Chevelle said something mad, and she don't want to repeat it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it was him.
No.
Oh, Des. What did Des say? Big. Nah.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna all come back out in the camera.
It's all for me or something like that. Yeah, big man there's, big brother there's. Yeah, that's all. That's something.
And then he said,
Me,
it's,
something,
and then he
but
said it's
yeah.
all for me
Yeah,
on
something
your
like-
sofa.
Bro, how does that even make no
I
sense?
don't know. I don't know.
Yo, that was a
I'm
reach.
learning.
That
No,
was
no,
my-
that's
no,
silly.
it's
No,
not-
no,
That
that's
was my
silly.
words.
When you listen back, I don't think
Okay.
I'm saying it correctly.
Cool,
But yeah,
good,
that's
good.
why I said I kept it. Sorry.
Cool. Anyway, man. So yeah, we in the building, and you know, Speakenomix. We got topics. We got things that we wanna discuss, but also, you know, current affairs pop up, and I think it wouldn't be right for us to like link up together and not have a chat, because I don't know what these lot's views are on any of the things. So by the time you lot see this, it might be well overdue, and some of the stuff we say, we might end up with egg on our face, because like, look what you thought.
Yeah.
But that makes it real. So
Yeah.
now you can see our real reactions. So I'm gonna start this by saying, okay, I'm gonna start by saying, I don't know which one to say first, bro.
Go with the one
Do
you
you know
was
what I mean?
just about to say.
Yeah.
That one there.
All right, let me say the first one.
Okay.
Right, let me say in order of appearance.
Okay.
P Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad.
What are your thoughts about Wagwan? Let's really, like, I know, yeah. What are your thoughts about what's going on with this whole P Diddy? What is actually happening here?
Can I start?
Please.
I'm gonna give it in two parts though.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna give it from.
Banner. Banner. But go on, go. Nah, but I don't want to do this. So can we stop, please? Yeah, exactly.
It's cool.
You want to give it in two parts, but I'm gonna allow that and just
That's mad.
hear me.
I know.
I mean the answer.
I'm clocking on now. I get it.
It's
I don't even know what that means, but it just sounds like
Sounds mental. I'm getting
touchy.
Yeah, mad. You're going
getting mad
yeah.
still. Cool. So the first part, yeah, entertainment wise, yeah, cool. He's foul. You could kind of see it coming from how you could kind of see how it's arriving from how he's been behaving in the past with women and men, and how he is in the entertainment
See, when you say
business.
all of this, yeah, my mind just says break that down.
Right,
But you say how he's
so
been
the breakdown is this.
behaving.
So you see all the pictures, that picture that I hate that it comes to mind when I think about it, but him getting close to Rick Ross and looking like he's leaning in to kiss, then him with Meek Mill, then him with other folk in the industry, then him with multiple women in this supposed white party that everybody goes to, where the most
50-foot
illest
bed.
shit is meant to go
You're
down.
not gonna have to hold it down back there, you know.
Where the most illest shit goes down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So put that in a pot. That's not a party I want to attend to. And I've been to some madman parties
Have
where
you?
it's been fun. You get me? It's been fun. You see what I'm saying? Nothing like Diddy and that, but them type of parties is where I draw the line.
See, when
I don't
I
need to
said
cross
nothing
over.
like Diddy,
Now
it's
you
all
see,
right.
if I ever got invited to a white party, the answer would be no. Yeah, and it leads on to part two, because now in this world, yeah, signal me if I should shush, but in this world, we know about Freemasons, we know about conspiracies and all of this shit surrounding the entertainment world. Now, if we go down that road, everything that's happening to Diddy now is meant to happen because you got to pay your dues, innit? We know who your boss is, and he needs to get paid. Yeah, Biggie was a sacrifice, yeah, for lack of better words, back in the day, I believe, but that's how many years ago? Man needs payment. Rent needs to get paid. And if you don't pay, or if you don't do something, or if your contract has come to an end, this is what I see happening. Do you know what I mean? Which will lead on to like things like the Philly thing that I'm sure we're going to talk about or whatever. It's always people that's in this, what I call a Freemason bracket or just below that. Maybe you're not a Freemason, but you're working with them powers there. Do you know what I mean? So I'll leave it there and let everyone say.
So
But
I guess what you're trying to say is some, what's the term? Humiliation ritual.
some humiliation ritual, because it's seen, like I saw a Doja Cat humiliation ritual, and I watched it. I actually invested my time in watching it, and I thought to myself, wow. And by the end of the ritual, if you go Google a picture now of Doja Cat, now is a mad thing. And then Google one
Doja
from the
Cat looks
past,
mad.
and it's a mad thing.
Doja
Do
Cat
you know what I
looks
mean?
mad.
But my point is, it's the same reoccurring
Alright,
theme. You know what I mean? Artists have to pay up, and if they
Doja
don't,
Cat, yeah.
they get dismissed.
okay, let me ask you this question, yeah. Is it a crime to have a party and for wildness to be going on in a party and for you to invite sex workers?
Do you know what? Yeah,
Like,
you see?
because I feel like,
Can I be a
ain't
bit...
that the charge? Ain't that what he's being accused
Right,
of?
so
Like,
watch this now. So you see everything, every single sexual act that he's being charged for, whether it be with a man or a woman, I can't contest against. Yeah, that's your business. You do your thing. If it's with multiple men or multiple women, you do your thing. When underage and sexual trafficking
Oh, yeah,
comes into the
yeah,
frame,
yeah.
this is where I get at Diddy.
Not just
I'm
that.
not just to finish. I'm not getting at Diddy for being a freak in the bedroom or for doing whatever he wants with whoever he wants to.
Yeah.
But underage and sexual trafficking, which means non-consensual, that's the.
But
that's
is
the
that does
part.
it does okay? Put the underage thing to a side.
Yeah.
Does sexual trafficking mean that the person that you're trafficking isn't consenting? Can you traffic someone that's consenting? Because
No,
I
because
think
then I
in these
don't-
charges you can.
Well, for me personally, without knowing the definition of the
Yeah.
charges, from your trafficked is unwillingly. If I want to go, you don't have to traffic me. Put me in the cab and I'll go willingly, or I'll get on the plane. I'll make my own way there because this is eventually where I want to end up. But from what I've seen, like with Taken and these visual representations of trafficking of underage people, it's not nice, and they don't look like they want to go, and they look drugged up, and they look like they're under substance abuse and things like that. Some of them look raped and all of these type of things. As a person that's gone to Amsterdam before, I could visually see the people that I believe want to be in the window and the ones that are being forced to be in the window, and that creates the difference between the mad thing or not the mad thing. Do you know what I mean?
All right, cool. Right, I just looked up the US definition for trafficking. Trafficking in persons. Human trafficking and modern slavery are umbrella terms often used interchangeably to refer to a crime whereby traffickers exploit and profit at the expense of adults or children by compelling them to perform labor or engage in
Compelling them.
commercial sex.
Yeah, compelling them is mental, because compelling them is what makes it a thing that they have to do. You get me? Now, if I'm
Is compelled the same as forced?
no, but wait, because if I'm compelling you, is that not I'm forcing you? But if I'm compelled to do something,
it's more like
It's more coercion.
it's more like you're asking me very passionately.
If I
know
feel
what I
like
mean?
if someone
But
says
with-
I felt compelled to do it, then they felt some kind of duty to have to do it because of the
Yeah.
position they were in.
But you can have that
Yeah.
as an individual. You can feel compelled to do something, but you shouldn't make him feel compelled to do anything.
Nah,
You
but
give him
from
a
what he
place
told
to
me,
automate him.
about the charity, I felt compelled to donate.
You felt compelled
Yeah, from what he told.
from his from
But
the
here's a
from the
deeper one,
knowledge
yeah?
that he gave you
If
about
a
the
man
charity.
says I felt compelled and a woman says I felt compelled, they look at it different.
Can I just say?
I feel like a man can't really say that, but a woman can.
Can I?
That she
can I-
felt
can I-
compelled,
wait,
innit?
wait,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that
In
Can
a
I-
position, you know.
Can I
That
just
makes
say,
sense.
yeah, I think it also depends on what the circumstances are behind that compelling. So it could be, raw, you know you should come because da-da-da-da-da, and you can get da-da-da-da-da, and if you don't, you know where you're going to end up back at da-da-da.
Like threats is.
Not,
It's a threat.
not necessarily
Like-
a threat, but it's
like
like,
a
you know,
something.
me as the person that's being told this now,
Yeah.
I know what I'm in. Now you're telling me what I'm going through. Now we all know what I'm going through, but you're telling me that my doubt that I have, I should dismiss that.
That's a really
As
good
to
point.
why,
That's a really good point.
as to why you're even having to compel me to do it in the first place.
Because you know what, you've seen
Do you
you've
see
seen
it?
him, Diddy, on camera, the band or whatever. You've seen him use that kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if you don't do this, I'm not fucking with
But
you.
even Mandem,
You get what
even
I'm
we've
saying?
seen him do it with Mandem, where it's like, oh, I know.
Okay.
And I'm not saying like he was doing it
But
in
I
a
want- I
dark way,
wanted
but I'm
to
just
add-
saying
No,
he's
but check
got
it
that
though,
in
but-
his character.
I wanted to add, yeah, what I've heard, yeah, and I don't know if this is part of the charges or just what I've, out there, but when people are arriving, apparently people are handed a drink.
That's what they're talking
And
about.
if you
for
don't drink that drink, you get kicked out. However, they're not saying this. I'm just speculating. I don't believe they're saying this.
What you say, your friend
I
went,
think
yeah?
you just walk in. Oh, here's a complimentary drink. You have that drink, and you pass out, and you wake up with
A wet back.
mad.
Nah, that's crime.
Mad.
That's
Do you
crime.
understand?
that's a
And
full
that's
crime.
what I think. That is, you know. So when we're talking about the trafficking, that's one aspect of it. However, there's another aspect where innocent people, some are caught in this, where they're going to these events thinking, oh yeah, well it's a friend of a friend, and I'm just going, you know. And
I'm kind of.
I'm not saying they
do
don't
you know what though,
know
sis?
what
I'll be
like
real
these
though.
things.
I'm kind of here. I'm kind of
You don't get to be a +1 at a Diddy event.
right
Without-
like that. But then you see,
Hello?
but you see a
Can you
way.
imagine that your brethren just says, "Oh, right, I'm
Yeah,
going,
come,
so
we're
come
going
with
P.
me,"
Diddy's now.
and it's P Diddy's.
The
But
person
you
who's
just gonna
taking
walk
you
in.
has some kind of
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
in that
You don't just get a
Yeah,
+1.
you gotta-
I understand it, but
I'm with
do
you,
you get what
though.
I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I am.
But you
Because I
see-
think this is how you have CEOs end up in compromising positions, because they don't probably necessarily know what's happening. They're going in, taking the complimentary drink, wake up, and the back is wet, as you said.
And there's a video
And
of
there's a
it.
video of it now.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
then
go ahead.
but then do you know the wickedest? Yeah, so cool. You've already stated to us the boundaries of this thing. Now, if I gotta go into a club, yeah, or into a party, and it says to me, take this before entry, I'm saying no,
Yeah.
because you can't tell me take nothing
But this is the
that I
thing,
don't want to take.
I
I'm
don't
going
know
home.
if they know this.
You don't know if they know.
I don't think they know. I
Or
think
if it
it's
is-
just
and I-
handed,
complimentary,
and whoever
like,
doesn't
glass of
have that
champagne at the
drink
door.
is ushered
This
out
is my
the door
problem.
at some point. I don't know.
This is my problem with half of this. Why I was kind of coming from the angle about trafficking and is what he did actually in your eyes illegal? Because what I'm seeing is there's a lot of room for every adult around
Yeah,
to be excused of their behavior.
yeah.
Except
What are you
him.
mad? What do you mean?
Except
They're
him.
big man.
It's
Yeah.
They're big man.
It's
Now you
levels.
all had a drink and you all were rare and you didn't know and Diddy's power and rare, so no one else is culpable.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think we're in a society
The
now.
security guards, bro.
We're in a society now where no one's accountable for it.
Yeah.
And then, like, someone said to me yesterday, "Oh, what? But a girl's 20 years old, her brain's still developing."
Yeah, but you see, like, so
Oh,
cool.
come
Can
on,
I? Can I?
man.
Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say this to Chevelle, yeah, because you see, like, away from the Diddy party thing. Away
It's your body. It's your
my
it's
body,
your,
innit?
yeah.
How do I make it like go up a little bit? Can I? Sorry, man. That was mental still.
If you don't know by now, yeah.
Kawhi.
If you don't know by now,
That was an off edit thing, I hope.
That's
But yeah,
crazy.
alright, cool. So like you see with what Chevelle was saying, yeah, away from the P Diddy
Up a little
parties,
bit,
yeah. I'm kind of sick of hearing women say, "Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be like that," because when you do maths, yeah, when you do drunken maths, or when you do like go out and all of that, yeah, there's pre-drinks, there's the party, there's drinks at the party, there's after party, there's drinks at the after party. So nobody's in the exact right mind, innit? But you know that that's gonna happen from your first drink. I used to look at the man them and say to man, "See you on the other side." And sip my drink. And you see, when we got to the other side, we was lit. But man knew where man was going. We intended to go there.
Yeah, you're an adult.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
You know
so that's
what?
my responsibility. I intended to get plastered.
Responsibility
You know
is an
what?
issue right now,
It's
though.
it's an
because
issue.
There's a lot of there's a lot of issues around responsibility, whereas I think that we're finding ways to take away responsibility from the adults and then place it on one scapegoat,
Yeah.
and then this is creating a whole narrative that makes it easier for these things to run. So now, if we're all chilling here, yeah, and then Chevelle says, "You know what, I could do with a little rare," and I said, "Right, I got a brother that." You get me? I phone him, "Yo, listen, there's a young girl that's here that's looking for you, like, boom, 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 what you saying, da-da-da." And he's like, "Yeah, but you know I charge." Whatever, this is a weird scenario, but I just flipped it, right? If he comes down to link Chevelle, apparently I've sex trafficked him.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
this-
see-
know,
Oh,
this-
is
wait,
that
wait,
how
wait,
it
wait,
is?
wait.
Bro, that's
Wait,
what it is.
no,
If I put him on a plane, if I put a gal on a
Okay,
plane
is that what
that
it's
says she wants to
like?
come
Has
and deal with the man
consented
them,
though?
huh?
Has Chevelle consented? Like Roger shout him,
Yeah.
I want to see.
Like I
Yeah.
said, if there's a girl on Instagram now from America who says, "Yeah, I've seen your podcast and I want to come and chill with you guys. You know, you guys look fun." And I'm like, "Is it? What are you saying?" She's like, "Yeah, you know, like my rates are cheap and If you want to come to, we can party and we can do the thing. I'm like, cool, book your flight. She comes over, boom, 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 does the thing. Apparently that's sex trafficking.
Yeah, I don't think that is. I
But
feel like
it's really interesting to listen to
That's
all of your
crazy.
views because I think they're mad valid, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, from what I understand as well, if you're calling someone and say, come over, we're doing a party this weekend, they know what they're coming over to do because they're sex workers to a degree, right? Or they've done it before. You're also paying them, yeah?
and they're offering their self out.
I don't know how the paying thing comes into it, whether that makes it a crime as well. But I'm like, yo, these people got on a plane, they flew over. There's a lot of steps they had to take before they went into that party.
Right.
So for me, I think the sex trafficking charge is very, very grey area for me, right?
Yeah.
Also, I'll just say Hugh Hefner, man. This man's been doing this thing,
This
Playboy
whole-
Mansion,
this
for
whole
years.
MO.
But no one ain't never
this
said that to him.
17-year-old women and all that.
I don't think all of them were maybe in that way where it's
Right.
an actual sex worker.
No, of course
Do you
there
get what I'm
wasn't.
trying to say?
There wasn't. But they was the ones that
I
came
think a lot of them were.
to start the
Yeah, a lot
party.
of them.
They're the
I
ones
think
that-
they openly are saying, and we're. There was even I went to a
I don't
podcast.
understand how
I went to a
that can be-
podcast thing, and Pod and Party, shout them out. I went there, and there was a guy who was a exotic dancer or something like that, right? So he's on there chatting. The gal are all tintillated by him, and he was like, you know what? I got to tell you guys something. I was once hired by Cassie. You get me?
Yeah.
I went to a hotel room and Diddy was over there sitting down in the darkness over in that corner over there watching, and me and her done the thing.
Mad.
That's on record. And he was in the UK saying that, and this is before before it went all mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So he could turn around and say he was trafficked.
No, but
Because that's what they're calling the trafficking.
Yeah, but cool. But I don't feel like that definition represents the action to the T, because now he's gone to the room invited by a woman, right? He's willingly gone.
Paid for.
It don't matter.
It's illegal.
Cool, it's illegal.
So you're paying somebody to come and do something illegal for money, sexual.
The payment
and
is illegal.
you're helping them move from one place to another.
But
Trafficking,
what's this, though?
let me just tell you quickly, because of how America is, you got state lines.
Right.
When you've paid for someone to cross a state line, that's trafficking.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Yes. So what they're doing is
You see what I'm trying to say?
they're manipulating the law.
Right.
And that's another thing that you said, really. States is different from England.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we've got to understand. One of the first things I remember back in the years when I was going to States 20 years ago, depending on what state you were in, how you could carry a gun. Some you couldn't have none,
Okay.
but
Some
some
you
you'd
can.
have to have it on your dashboard.
Visible.
Or some you'd have in the boot.
Yeah.
Or some you'd have in a glove compartment.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, in the boot, because now you got to get out of the car, you got to open the boot, you
Yeah.
got to pick up the gun. So if you kill someone, that's
yeah,
premeditated
yeah,
moves,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But watch this.
Or if
though.
it's on your dashboard,
Yeah.
if they come to you and you shoot them, well, wait, it's on my dashboard. What are you coming
what
for?
do you-
But are they not
America's
all,
different how they deal
Yeah,
with law,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
something we
But
got
are
to
they not-
realize.
Concealment laws and that,
But
innit?
everything you just said there, yeah, you've got a choice in which part you want to consent in, yeah? So you could consent for dashboard or boot or glove compartment, right?
Depending on what state you're in.
Right.
Yeah.
So you see, illegal prostitution, there's still a consent. Yeah, the consent is almost the peas, isn't it? I'm coming because you're gonna pay me, right?
Yeah.
But to me now, sex trafficking, which I think now the definition
You're thinking
is,
of hostel and
hostel.
taken and these
Yeah,
things.
that's
That's what I think
100%.
of.
Yeah, that's
100%.
my
But it's
thing.
not just that.
So they're manipulating the law now to
but
go
though,
to-
yeah, I feel like that should be the only trafficking that's important or at the forefront of sexual trafficking, because everyone else is getting their dash and getting their money and getting what they asked for, what they ordered on the phone. Some gal are getting scooped up from Tooting High Street and ending up in Turkey
What I
on
wanna
some.
know-
I'm drugged up
What
and
I
I'm in
want to
knickers
know
right now.
is where's
You
the
know what I mean?
children?
Mental.
Where's the children?
Okay, so now there's children involved in this, apparently. Well, this is... What's confusing to me is there's a solicitor online...
Well, they're not children anymore.
No, there's a
Yeah.
solicitor online that was saying 9-year-olds and that have
Yes,
come
yes.
forward. But this seems to be part of a civil case.
What, like
Right now, they're just out to get his money. Yeah.
Because
Right
this
now,
is
they're
before.
out to
There's
get
100
money.
and something people.
120,
Yeah.
60 men, 60 females, and they were drawn from I think 3,200 and something
Yeah.
applicants. Yeah, this one
That's
lawyer firm.
applicants, you
That's
know.
free.
Yeah.
Applicants
You say
is
it's
mad,
And
isn't
also,
it?
if you look at the district attorney when he done the charges and he spoke about it, remember what he said, you know? He said this guy was manipulating people in a situation by giving them drugs. And come on, you know how it is, man. You go to a party, they tell you that's the Dizzle cocktail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People will warn you. That's what the MDMA's in that.
Yeah.
That's the normal one, whatever.
Yeah.
If you go and drink from that, don't tell me this man's manipulating. Everyone, listen, all it is, what my view, because, you know, P. Diddy has been living like that for over 30 years, right?
Probably
and
since
if you've
his
been
first
living like
paycheck.
that, at that level of life, you know, Kanye, Jay-Z, remember, he's been doing it before all of them.
Yeah.
The reality is, sometimes when you think you can, you just keep on thinking you can.
You can, yeah.
And I think he's just a victim of thinking he can.
Yeah, and you see that he can.
And
it's
not
the
being
fuel,
shown any
it's the
different.
fuel to
I
the
remember
fire.
30 years now, you know, enough of the people that's been around him either broke, dead, flopped,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's still up there. So remember, you start building up enemies and all these things. Listen, I'm not vouching for the man at all because the man's a freak.
Yeah, we
you can
can't
see
vouch
it.
for him still.
Never
No,
vouch
can't
for anyone
never
like that.
vouch
But
for him.
what I'm saying is like, listen, like when I look at it, I'm like, okay. So now the man, what you don't want to tear him down. It's like there's a big sport out here, you know. It's called tear down a black man sport. Big up, Gary.
Yeah, but hold on a minute, and this might sound mad, but certain black man or certain man forget tear down because they're moving, they're moving erratic.
I hear you.
They're going mad.
And we need
you know
to
what I mean?
start. We need to start
yeah.
calling them out. Big up Afua Rose because she does what she has to do. Now it doesn't always come off tasteful, but she does the right thing. She calls out the people that needs to be called out. Do you understand? And I feel like
She's been arrested, isn't she?
But what I'm saying to you,
She's been arrested for defamation recently.
What she's doing is what nobody else is doing.
No, I respect that.
Can we just be
but she's
real?
talking,
Like,
no, listen, I 100%
what's she
agree with
doing?
you.
What's she doing that no
But
one
I
else
don't
is
think she's as authentic as people
she's
think.
calling people out. Like she's actually calling people out.
And she's been
No,
arrested.
no,
for
but
it
you
now.
know,
Because
hold on,
enough of us will have the uncle in the yard knowing
Yeah, man.
that he's been,
I
do you
get that.
understand, and won't
I
call
get
him
that.
out.
I get that. Call him out, yes.
Yeah.
Expose him, blood
I've got
clot.
no uncles. But yeah.
bro.
But yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I hear you though. No, I hear you.
I got 7 aunties.
Interesting, it's interesting
Bit honeys.
because I will say, bigger Afua. I will say that, yeah.
I will.
Okay.
What, from my personal experience,
For
of
being
her,
brave enough.
Yeah, from my personal experience of her, I think there's definitely an ism in the community that needs to have a spotlight shone on it. What is clear and apparent is, does the technique that's being utilised always work in the interest
Exactly.
of
The victim.
everybody in the community? Not necessarily. And here's what the issue is, and this is why this is a beautiful thing that we've come onto this.
Okay.
Because we've gone from P. Diddy, Afro's come up, and guess what the next section was supposed to be? Philly.
Right.
I'm not going to say it. I was about to say P. Philly.
P. Philly, they're crazy.
That's
You
the
said
joke.
it.
That's the joke. That's the
P.
joke.
Philly.
It's a joke on my part.
Man.
He said it.
But
you know
yeah.
what? Up until this has happened to him, I rate this brother, you know. I love the way he's happy on screen and everything. I feel like there's a certain
Do you know what I've learned though, big man?
I've noticed a couple of things in the last year, which I can talk about, I get
Yeah.
it. But from a distance, and I've met him once and he was really nice, I was like, right, I like this guy and what he's bringing, you know.
Yeah, see me, I'm very careful with who I rate now, you know.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah. And because I like what you do as entertainment, don't mean I rate you. I've had to come
respect
to a
that.
clear.
Yeah, you know, I should explain what I mean by
definition
rate.
of the
Yeah,
two.
there is a
I'm feeling the
difference
energy
between
what you're
the
doing.
art.
I'm saying,
Because
right,
you
you know
see-
what?
you see
Between
Philly
the
now.
art and the person.
So you see
Yeah.
Philly, if we could go there, was you going to do Afro Rose quickly?
Nah.
Good,
Because
yeah.
it's all part of the same conversation, if you notice. Because we're all
yeah.
going to end up talking about the same
Thing.
couple
So
issues.
Philly now,
Yeah.
I started watching him because I like Chunks, I like LV, and I like Harry Pinero.
You like a lot of man still.
Mad.
Yeah,
You just look right
You asked
into
for it. You asked for it.
You like a
It's
lot
all
of
mad.
man, boy. Go on. Big
Alright,
list.
cool. So what,
Yeah, I like that. That's big.
got to be
That's
careful
No,
out
no,
here.
no, no.
So cool. So this is how now I've arrived across Philly's entertainment videos and what he does with Foot Asylum and all of these things, innit?
Nah.
I didn't do wrong. I didn't do wrong. I
Just
switched
say,
it.
just so, just
That
say
arrived
you-
across.
Alright.
You drew attention to something that I wouldn't have paid attention to. But go ahead. That's
So
it,
yeah,
arrived
so
across.
cool. From seeing what Philly's about in the entertainment world and in the music industry and whatever music, never gave a toss about him. I think he's shit, to be honest. Entertainment wise, I used to enjoy some of his jokes and his characteristics, but his ego outshone his best attributes in that game. Yeah, so when I hear things like, "Oh, shut up, it's my show," I'd rather hear, "I'm the host, can we just calm it down and listen?" Or something like, kind of like what the homie does. Is that I'm saying? It's a different level. Or when I've seen people's like Twitter comments about him. I met Philly here. It was that. I met Philly there. It was that. He told my brother fuck off. He said this. He said. But then when I see tweets about the rest of his team, it doesn't seem to have that approach. Now, Harry Pinero, he's from the ends. I know people that know him, and they've vouched for him in terms of his characteristics. I don't know Chunks, but I don't feel like he acts. I feel like Philly acts, so you never really know what he's capable of, and that's the true definition of an actor for me. I don't know what you're capable of, because you could be Harry Potter, then Lord of the Rings, then Denzel Washington. Then you could do Hannah Montana if you needed to. You're an actor.
I fully know what you mean, though.
But do you know what I mean? So that's the definition of an actor to me. And that's what I see his character, where I see the other two, or the people them that he's around, have quite a natural state to anything. Chunks tries his best to do up the Islam thing and try to be PC with certain things, but he would turn around and drop the bunda. But then you know that that's his personality. The other one now will talk about clotting things and strangling them. But now live on so people can hear you. But now the allegation is that you're taking people's circulation.
All right, hold on. So,
you know what I mean?
So I mean, for me, I'm the opposite to Des when it comes to this character in terms of when I just was never been drawn to him, bro. Yeah.
No,
right?
Like,
do you know what I mean? I just never been drawn to him. I just never really. It was like too much cheese. It was too much, and then I got this thing as well. Yeah, I'm quite cynical and critical at the same time, innit, right? So I got this thing as well where I see a man laughing, doing a rich white man laugh.
No one's that happy.
Yeah, no one's that fucking happy,
No
bro.
one. No one.
See where I'm going with it?
But this is
No one's that happy,
character.
and it makes me feel uneasy now.
Yeah, I get that.
And now I'm looking at you like, bro, you look depressed.
Oh, yeah. Bad man. I respect that.
We
I'm
do the
fucking
most.
depressed,
I
cuz.
see-
Yeah, you get
what
it.
you mean
But that's
now.
because you know what, you're reading energy, right?
I'm reading
Yeah.
And
energy.
let me just say about the rate thing, because I'm glad you pulled me up on that the way you have, right? Because listening to you, like, it makes me check what I've got to say. And like, I work in entertainment on and off. So when I look at these things, I'm always looking at it from a perspective of, I can see where that's going, or I can see that's being successful,
the value,
or I can
the
see that
goodness.
that's working, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, let me make it clear, I've never watched a Chunks Philly. I've never watched one of them shows completely. All I've ever done is seen sound bites, and then I might check it and say, look it for 10 minutes and say, right, but I just don't have the time. So
I've
for
never
me, I
been
think
invested
I'm
in
speaking
either.
freely when really I need to check my words, which just listening to you to how you've looked at it, because you're right, because it's not like I rate him like, yeah, my man. I rate him like, right, I'm like, right, you're winning. You're winning.
We're not
You're
gonna-
winning. And I kind of know where you're coming from, meaning road or not road, but you know, like our culture. And I'm looking and I say, right, they're winning, you know, and they're good guys. Because listen, in the last, say, 3-4 years, I've really had to look at all that online, what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like, who's the other one now? KSI, all of them, from the boxing, everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, people don't realize, like, the greatest entertainer in the UK making the most money is KSI.
Yeah.
And these men are not artists, but they are.
But
now they're
they kinda,
creatives, right?
yeah.
So you've seen this new form of online creative presence,
personality,
and these guys are leading it. And then they've linked the guys in America, and you know, the drink, where it's gone is amazing. So what I'm saying is that's where I rate it.
No, I respect
But
that. So.
what you're saying about Philly, and because I know a lot of people, over the last year or two, I've heard enough stories like he's telling them fuck off and all this. And all I thought is, right, you can, this one thing I always say, you can never estimate what someone's going to be like when they start getting money.
Facts.
Yeah? And I've seen it. I manage artists over years, and I've had artists get their first check, second check, and they're a
get
different
rich or
animal.
switch, yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, we put in all this work. Because I only work with artists that I think can go all the way, in my estimation. And I think I got a good ear, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I see artists where like the first time they get a check and the first thing they do, I already know it's over. I just ain't got nothing to say.
how you look,
And I have to
yeah,
spend
how
the
you
next
look.
year going
Watching
through it with you, watching it fall
watching
apart.
the
Now listen,
mindset.
I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not fucking the best manager. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm so passionate about what I do, whatever it is. I'm invested in it. So like when I'm an energy man, and I think that's what you're reading, watching him. And I'm like, you know, when you read energy and you see certain things, I feel like a lot of people read words, read actions. Sometimes it's like the energy that you're getting, read that, because that's going to tell you where it's going.
Yeah, let's go over some of the energy, some of what people are saying about him though, quickly, yeah? Because like this stuff about, I went to get his autograph and he told me to piss off.
But-
Told me to piss off.
But now you
And
see...
wait.
Yeah.
and oh, he met my sister, and he was like, "What, are you banging or not?" She was like, she weren't on it, so he kept it. He just bounced and said, "Come off my table." Another one is someone. He told some gal, "Are you looking to beat? If you're not, then come off my table," kind of thing, right? So it's the bluntness and the rawness where he's not sugarcoating things, and people saying that's tantamount to, him. That's tantamount to him being. Oh, I could see him being able to be a graper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it makes sense because he
me-
said this and he said
Alright,
that. Go on,
so
Shevz.
I just want to say, as women, we love to talk about an honest man, and I understand it can come across as crude, as rude, as disrespectful, but just take the L, and that's okay. Okay, yeah, he was rude to you, but at least he was honest.
Good point.
At least, not big man thing.
But does this make him guilty of? Because
I don't
it's
think
like,
that makes him guilty of nothing. That's just saying.
But it does
He's
build
not-
a
he's not
case
everybody's-
against him.
Of course.
why
because
does it
of-
though? Why?
Because now when we're in this
Because
world,
of how he spoke to
cool.
her and.
Yeah. So what
don't
cases
know.
that build
So-
though?
no, but what's
because
this, though?
because I've been rude to you in the past. And been dismissive and been blunt with you.
That's what
when
I don't
when
know,
in 5
I
years'
can't.
time you hear say I get catch up in the allegation, it's like, yeah, well look how he was with Chevelle. Look what he said.
I think that's what's happening in
Because-
real time
I
right
think
now.
that's
But
what's
it's
happening.
One
I
on one
think-
don't make
Yeah,
make
don't
that.
make-
No, but
yeah.
what you've done over the
Go
years
on.
is you've built a character reference, and it's not good no more. So your character reference by eyewitnesses
point.
has made your reference bad.
But what's he doing
You know
so
what I mean?
bad?
So no. It's not bad in the moment. It's bad when the allegation comes
Afterwards,
out.
yeah.
Because now, just like a drill video, the judges, prosecutors, and executioners,
And now
they're looking at this shit as evidence, and they're watching how you portray yourself and how you move to the public eye. They don't really consider what you're doing in your private space, because what you're doing.
Okay, before you heard this, did you ever look at this guy and say this guy's a rapist?
No, but I have said to myself before, wholeheartedly, I've said to myself, I know he moves mad around gal, and I know he's got ego. So you see, if you went up to him
Right,
and
the
said,
ego.
if you was a
The ego
buff
for
thing,
real.
yeah,
I've been hearing it.
The
or if you
ego.
was a nobody, and you went to, and Philly went to hug you, and you was like, no, sorry, I got a man, he would turn around and probably say, "Are you ugly anyway?" or "You're
Yes.
butters," or
Which
something
we've
like
heard,
that.
Which we've heard. He's
Yes,
done. He's done
yes.
that
That-
before.
that kind of thing.
Yeah,
That kind of vibe.
he's moved to
Do you
a
know what
gal
I mean?
before.
I don't do that.
She
No.
said, "No, I'm not feeling it" or whatever.
Just runs
He's
it.
like, "Bun you anyway."
Yeah, yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that thing of like, who are you
And
to
then
tell
he
me
would
that
say-
I
But
shouldn't
also-
get your number?
And then
type
he's
thing.
he's on this money thing as well, because he would talk about how much money he earns. There's women saying out there that he said, "Oh, you don't even know what money I'm on." But then you see his sly jokes, which I think psychologically is a big fuck up for him as well. His sly jokes are all egotistical. So he would turn around and I listened to him the other day. He turned around and said he was in the strip club with rich homie Quan, and he was like, "Oh yeah, and I spent a little £5. That's £5,000 in a strip club." But you've said the story so calm, but the amount of money that you spent, the energy surrounding that little portion of the sentence makes me know what you're on in the real life. You're the flashy don that likes to move with his muscle,
there
but your
was an
muscle's
interview,
money.
Bro, there was
You
an
know what I mean?
interview he was having. I can't tell you what podcast it was. It was with a white lady. She said, "Raw, someone I know, something about followers." And he was like, "Go through your list right now and see who's got the most followers." And after that, he was like, "No, I've got more followers than that one. I've got more followers than this one. I've got." So it's you're building this character, as my boy South is saying, of this arrogant. You can't tell me nothing. I won't take check from nobody unless it's chunks. And even when it is chunks, he's still trying to. You
But
understand?
also, you know what it is?
See
It's
where you
like,
can push it.
I
don't
think
know.
who he really is starting to become who his character was now. They're mixing. Because what I'm saying and what I'm getting at is if you're on the screen always smiling and always laughing,
Yeah.
and then behind the scenes you're acting like this,
Yeah.
what happens over years, you're building your character like you
mask
say.
that's slipping.
People are looking at you saying, right, but you're not really like that in person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and then now, like I said, I've never watched one of their shows fully,
Yeah.
but I've clocked things and I'm watching it and I'm like, right, you know what? It seems like everything I've been hearing about him is starting to come out in a character now.
Right,
I remember,
okay.
because, like I said, what I said about money, but I say another thing, like, mind what you wish for, innit? Because when you get it,
It's there.
That's
do you know-
another thing. This fame thing is a
drug. It's another drug.
It's mental, and for me as well. Yeah, do you know what's worse? There's visual representations of his behaviour that back the things that people have said as witnesses towards his behavior. So, for example, now he's got a video where I think he's in the Philippines or Thailand, one of the two, and he's in the back of like one of their vans or whatever, and he's moving up to the girl all close and talking. Yeah, I'll do this and.
Is this the thing with I Show Speed that's sitting next to him?
Yeah,
No, it
is.
Oh, is that?
Speed
All
sitting
right.
next to him, but though, yeah.
Go on.
You see, when you're in the public eye, bro, I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know when you got your professional hat on.
You're never gonna do
See,
that.
right now on camera,
You would
professional
never do
hat,
that.
even though you could dibble and dabble in the jokes and you still got to maintain who you are as a professional.
When it comes to
They try to mix personal and
space,
professional and you can't do it.
when it
But he
comes
was
to
with
that
the
space-
girl though.
He was with
It
the
was
girl.
like it looked double date-ish.
Yeah, no, he was with
yeah,
the
girl.
yeah.
But watch this. You see cool now. You see cool now.
Every man grab a gal.
You
It
see
looked
now,
like one of them
bro,
ones.
I'm sitting next to sis, yeah? I'm sitting next to Chevelle. There's a clear space.
Yeah.
And I could touch this. That's sis. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
He's on this up close
Alright.
and talking about what I would do to you.
Now,
That's the
one
cross of
second,
the
one
line.
second. Okay, imagine that you go to a show with your sister in rare, and there's a panel of people on a thing, and then there's some banter going on between you and your sister. Stop laughing.
Sorry,
Stop
I
laughing.
just don't know where this is going.
Yeah, there's a banter going on with someone on the panel and your sister, and then they're going back and forth. But it's like a flirty kind of adult banter. We're all big people here, and then one of it is like, "What? You want me to feed you?" And then the girl's like, "What? Feed me then?" And then man comes over and the music starts. Man takes off his belt and he starts gyrating in the facial region of this lady
the girl.
friend,
Yeah.
adult lady, and they're having jokes. She's like, "Why?" And he's winding up rare.
And the crowd is like, yeah.
Now, 5 years later, he's on some kind of charge, and they're pulling out that video
Oh,
saying,
that's deep.
they're pulling out that video saying, "But look how he moves with girls.
that's
not
crazy.
appropriate. How could you be doing that
It's
with a
not-
member of the public?"
Do you know why?
Especially if
It's
the
like-
girl was wying and enjoying.
And the
You
girl
can't
was
do that.
on it
But
when he.
do you know the wickedest thing?
That's the whole point I'm saying.
But it's I know. It's mad. It's a circumstantial. It's circumstantial behavior.
But what's the difference
So,
between that?
I'm going to tell you the circumstance. The circumstance.
Yeah.
So my circumstantial behavior in that moment, that everyone's energy was aligned, allowed me to do that. Now, if everyone.
But that video that you saw, what? Like I said,
from a body language perspective,
Yeah.
she looked hella uncomfortable. But because you're famous and we're on camera, I can't tell you nothing.
Oh, for
So
real?
I got to take that uncomfortable.
think so?
I didn't see that, you know.
That was my.
I can't say I saw that in
see that.
the. I saw that maybe
See-
in a friend.
Cool.
Yes, in the
What-
friend.
What's
Because he
this
tried to
though?
say to his friend, have you seen the clip?
I see bits of it.
He tried to say to his friend, "Girls love it" or something like that. You try it. And
Yeah.
he was like, and he went like that, and the girl was like, "No."
Right, that's
Maybe-
uncomfortable.
yeah,
cuz.
Maybe these two are in it.
Right.
I'm not in
Yeah,
it.
But you see-
when he did it, the girl, she
lift up her
welcomed
neck.
it.
She welcomed it.
She
I must have watched this thing wrong
welcomed it.
because her
to
body.
me, that's what it looked
Her
like.
body was closed,
Okay,
paranoid, and
okay.
accepted.
Okay.
What was going on?
Okay. Maybe
I'm
I need
not
to watch
saying
it
I'm
back.
right, though.
No, but maybe I need to watch it
Yeah,
back. Vice
yeah.
versa.
No, but you
I
know,
won't
there's
say I'm
another
right.
thing to think about all of this. It's entertainment, right? And it's where the entertainment goes when it's uncontrolled, right? So I'm saying these guys have all, as a group of them, they've all got so much money now. They're all doing stuff linked up overseas. It's like when you think about it, it's a mad successful
Where's the
It's a
management?
thing,
right?
No,
But
it's a
where's the
management.
management?
Yeah, and I'm saying right now, you know, the manager role, which I've filled for years, yeah, it's kind of done.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
like
everyone's
the only way
doing
you
their
manage
own
someone
thing.
now is like they come to you and say, "I want you to take care of this for me."
But as
But
well,
believe me, even that role's different again.
But don't think
right?
management is not involved in fuckery.
No, I get that. I respect
yeah,
that.
100%.
Now,
Management's in the fuck.
my thing is this. Like, when I'm looking at all of them, I'm saying, right, you know what? It works for you when it works for you. But when it don't, that's when, like, society loves to go, hey, you see? Like, what we're breaking down here, I get it, but I'm like, that's life. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the whole thing of like, right, I'm not really feeding him, he's rude. I've had that tag for years as a manager in the game back in the day, right? He's hard work. Boy, you know what? He's too blunt. He's too this, he's too that.
And
I
me
didn't
too.
give a shit at any time. Yeah,
but
but guess
you
what?
know-
That compelled people to more look at me.
Compelled.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That made people more.
Yeah.
Like, what I see people's reaction was like, rah.
But-
And
but-
over
but-
the
but
years,
then-
my relationships have been like, my relationships have been kind of decided on those perceptions, right?
But though,
and
yeah.
every time someone gets close to me, you know what they say? But you're nothing like they say you are, you know.
Yeah,
And
but-
I say,
but you know
that's
what,
how you know. That's how you know your reputation precedes you, or
Yes.
Exactly.
or rumors precede you. As in,
Yeah.
before you stepped in a room, things
Yeah.
have been said about you, and because
Yes.
often
Yeah.
I get the thing of I thought you'd be mad or arrogant. I've got
Yeah.
that from
Yes.
when I was like
But
17
I
years
kind
old.
of have this attitude.
You know what I mean?
I have this attitude where if people tell me about you,
Yeah.
for example, yeah, I'm going to turn around and say, cool, that's how he was with you. You got a clean slate with you. And then when he crosses the line, I deal with the line that's crossed.
Right.
But I'm not going to judge you because of
course.
what you've done to Amanda.
Because you
or
got strength
Jacob.
of your own character. You know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Most people don't.
But once I've locked eyes with you now, and I'm seeing what your characteristics are amongst the people, then I'm now going to cast my own little judgment
Of
in
course,
my mind
of course.
and either move away from you or entertain you. You see what I'm saying? But over the time now, you're still building up a fuckery's character reference, not to yourself, but to the wider perspective. So now when someone turns around and says, "My man raped someone," it's like
I still ain't seen the fuck.
wait. When my man turns around and says, "Oh, my man raped someone," because you've watched the character reference for so many years, you're like, I'm
I
not
could
surprised.
see it. Yeah.
But anyone
not
of
shocked,
the,
yeah.
but,
Yes.
but let someone come and tell me about my people.
I don't know
then
what to look out
it
for
would
when
be
it
a
comes.
matter.
Like I've not watched Philly enough to know about his personality to the T or anything. I've seen him and I've definitely said to myself, this ain't really my kind of thing.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll sit down and I'll watch a KSI. Yeah, I watch Nico. Sometimes
Nico Cardo.
I would. We react to him on my live stream and all that.
Yeah.
I watch a Nico. Sometimes I watch a KSI. Sometimes I watch the little Beta Squad and Sidemen things because the formats of their content are amazing to me.
Yeah.
And they're like blueprints of things that work and
Yeah, I get that.
ideas I've had. And I'm like, bro, I wish I would have smashed this because I had this idea, but I didn't have the means. They got
Right.
production. One time they did like, you know that game Among Us? There was a game called Among Us where it's like you have to find out the imposter. They done a human version in a big mansion. And had man doing tasks over here, and one man's the secret killer. So I think that these people are amazing. So I watch them. But when it comes to Philly, I don't watch him. I'm just not interested.
Do you know why
I'm not
I don't
interested.
mind Philly,
When
yeah?
Philly's on a chair with chunks and they're talking rare and they're hugging and doing all that, I hate all that shit.
But do you know-
when
do you
they
know-
do all their little sleepovers with Americans and that's just not for me. I can't justify me sitting there watching it. So I kind of tune off when I see this cheesy, overgrown, bald-faced. Like, bro, you're. What do I call these man?
he's 29.
I call these man 2024 Andy Peters.
And
You're a big man, and you're talking.
and
Hello.
all that, yeah.
Like, it's like,
Yeah, but you know,
that's the new version of
you know what?
that.
In the parameters of, you know,
You're
professionalism,
entertaining kids.
entertainment, like your craft, I think also, you know, when he's online, like I'm like, he's created this character and he's playing it, right? And now you're starting to find out, right, there's elements of that character that are actually true, right? And I'm like, that's what comes with money, innit?
Yeah.
If you keep on doing something and you keep on getting paid for it and it's
Yeah,
successful,
you end up-
then you think you're on the right path.
100%.
It's only someone that's known you from before all of that,
They say
that's got the
you're-
balls to say it, might go to you. And then, you know,
Losing
that might be your
yourself, bro, yeah.
older brother or your cousin. And then you're looking like, you're hating.
Yeah, because
Like,
to
if
them-
you're so deep in what you're doing, and I feel like when I'm watching
That's
him,
real.
I feel like that's what's happened with him. I feel like, you know, because there's a couple of times, like I said, I've never, but sometimes I see how Chunks replies to what he says. And I say, right,
Bro,
he
man's-
knows himself.
Man's best friend said to him, "You couldn't marry someone in my
Yeah,
family."
yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
seen that.
saw that.
Okay, everyone keeps talking about that now.
but
Can we get to the point though?
Yeah.
What he's supposed to have done? Because at the end of the day, the details that I'm hearing, like listen, I never like to see a man go down or woman. Pause before you lot start your shit.
Please,
Yeah,
please.
I'm glad that
before
you
you lot
never
start your
like to
shit.
see a man
Yeah.
go
Man go
No,
down.
you wouldn't have got a pause because that's correct.
that's
I would have said,
correct.
yeah. I never like to
don't-
see a man
hate
go
to
down.
see-
Yeah.
I hate to see a human.
I would.
Yeah, especially when they've come up to a level on their own, yeah? Like I look at these set of man and all these people around them, and what's the girl's name? I forget her name. She's Nella
Rose. Nella
very
Rose.
funny, yeah? So when I watch all of that,
she's funny.
I say, you know, it's just cool to see young people from where we're coming from being successful.
Doing
yeah?
stuff, yeah.
So you don't like to see them lose out. But when I look what's happening to him, I'm like, you know, mate, you
But
just
talking-
thought you was the guy.
When they say
Talking about-
pride comes before a fool.
Yes,
Listen.
and that's what I'm seeing with him. Listen, I met him once. Like I say, he's cool.
What was your experience?
I was at Queen's Park Rangers with my pal for a charity match, and he must have played. And then I was in the VIP upstairs, and he had to come give an award. And I just went up to him, I said, yo, and he was really cool with me. And I said, yo, man, I like what you're doing, kind of thing.
This is another red flag, though.
Certain man will meet me and they know, innit? If you're rude to me, I'm boxing you. I'm out.
Right. But this is right. And he, this is what I'm saying now, yeah. Philly's a smart individual. Yeah, so you see around the man them, he tries to play the cool dog. But you see around the women, he's a dog. You see what I'm saying? Now I've seen how he moves around Badman like or official man and that. And he's ever so cool, and he's not the Philly guys and all the
he's definitely got that. He's definitely got the mode, but like
he's got the mode in it.
That's what I'm saying.
But now around the he's almost like a gal clown, but he's a rich gal clown. Because normally gal clown are broke and all they care about is gal, innit? And that's their attention. He's like a rich girl clown. But he doesn't know how to understand when a girl don't want you.
He doesn't know how. Yeah, I think this is what I think.
Or she don't want that.
And I won't talk about the men in the generation above me, or even my. Well, yeah, because Philly's in my generation. But I would say the man them, please, if you can, start to study behavior, body behavior, and facial expression, and I think that can save
body
you.
language and that.
Thank you, babes. That can save you from so much. You will know before you even get rejected. You will know
if a girl's feeling it.
Right, because you've done your homework. You know, you've just taken time out to say, I want to chat to this thing, but let me hold back for a minute. Let me pass a little one time. And
but he's Philly, and he's sitting there analysing, and gal are just flocking over to him.
That's
and he's in Australia.
But he needs to. That's what I wanted to get to. Let's get to the charges.
Yeah, let's get to it. Right. First thing I got to ask, let me know. Unless you've kidnapped somebody, how is there one person but 4 charges of the penetration? Because I'm trying to understand that, and I after we go around, I'll let you into something that a hypothesis that's
isn't that them just saying that he had sex with her 4 times in that night?
Okay,
that's what I think.
Without consent.
Yeah, I don't believe that part.
But then you, if you didn't let her leave, that's false imprisonment.
Yeah, of course. But
so that's another count.
But I'm like, there's some.
Add that charge.
That charge ain't there.
No, it's not there. Of course it ain't. Isn't there? Is it?
No, it's not there.
Like it wasn't like he imprisoned her. It's not like, right?
But then how do you have?
I think there's abuse in terms of he strangled her neck, right?
Yeah, but that's a different
that's a different.
charge.
No, but they said he had sex 4 times, so that's 4 counts of rape.
Yeah, but why is it 4 counts?
But
because he had sex with her 4 separate times in that night. That's how I would take that.
Exactly,
really.
But then
so it's like, you know, if you listen, I can't say it like
4
that.
rounds.
If you're in that position,
4 rounds.
Yeah, 4 rounds. Yeah, 4 rounds. That's what I mean. 4 rounds.
But can it be 4 ins and outs?
See, somebody else said that. Somebody else said that to me on TikTok.
Because that's still breaking an entry.
Yeah, so if you entered the premises and then left to do something else and
went back,
but in that same session, then that could be. But I said, nah, that's not what it is.
But by law though, not by us. By law, could it be? I
don't know.
I don't think that's what it is.
The next thing I thought to myself is them they having their own little Diddy party. Do you know what I mean? Right. That's another thing.
That's where I was going.
That's another grey area for real.
On the TikTok, I've had someone that was on. Follow my TikTok, Jedionline. On the TikTok, yeah. On the TikTok. Shut your mouth, man. So anyway, on the TikTok live stream that I was doing, talking about this scenario, we had people from Australia.
Yeah.
And big up JB.
We had a young guy that was at the club, Bar 1 in Perth. He was there at the club, sort of Philly.
On the night. Okay,
he was there on the night.
Yeah.
We had a young woman called JB who was a promoter for the night.
For the night.
And was there on the night
and
left at 2. Do you know what I mean? Sort of Philly. Knows the girl. Mad, didn't it? Knows the girl.
Friend or
knows the girl. Knows her name.
Acquaintance. So you know, like how I would meet one of your friends. I may know his name.
You got reach, you know. You got reach.
I didn't press live and it came through.
You know, acquaintance.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like in Australia, they're dying to talk about it. It's a big thing to them.
It's a big thing.
They don't. There's not normally bare
No,
Australians
there's not-
jumping
it's
in
not
the British
like
lives.
that, yeah.
They see the
on.
subject. They're like, yeah, rah. I did a live stream today. This is the. Let me just show you the.
Australia's on right now.
TikTok more live than your YouTube.
Of course.
Oh yeah, it's
TikTok
lit
was mad.
over there, bro.
I don't see you on the YouTube anymore.
Yeah, I'm there, but like, yeah. So this is my thumbnail for today's live stream. so over,
You know how you do this shit is fucking hilarious to me. You know?
I'm telling you.
yesterday's one was worse.
Are you doing all this?
Yeah,
You're bad at
yesterday's
it.
one was
You're
worse.
bad at it. This is the first thing that caught me. Because when I started seeing these things, I was like, nah, this guy's talented, you know?
Yeah, just do these things, man. But anyway, so the lady came on and said,
Good
so
point.
what she described was this. What the first brother described was, Perth is not the biggest of areas or whatever rare. Club's not the biggest of clubs. But whenever VIPs come to Perth, they're definitely hitting that club.
Right.
Right? So there's a culture of expecting maybe a VIP to pass through in that club, right? The promoter chick is telling me that the vibes usually is VIPs come to the club, they chill out, they vibe, boom, 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 they leave, couple sprinters full of gal.
Yeah, with the gal them.
Yeah, and they go over to the penthouse. So I said to her, "Run the penthouse. What is there? Only one hotel in the end?" So I says, "No, there's a few, but there's usually one."
Okay.
Get me? So, and this is like a known. So I dubbed it the club to penthouse pipeline.
Right. Yeah.
The connection, the business
Yeah, the
connection.
party to the after party. After the party is the
That makes
after
sense.
party in the hotel, right? So the guy piped up, and we was like, "Oh, you know, this has happened a few times. This happens all the time, you know." I said, "What happens all the time?" The accusations of SA. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Yeah, well, there's like, we got soccer players and Aussie rule players and rugby players and whatever they got on that side of the world. But they're in a whole different side of the world. But they got celebrities that are going to these things, and then things are being said, right?" So I said to the JB, like, "Did you know that?" She was like, "Yeah, I've known that." So I said, "Did the girl know that?" "Oh, I don't know." So I was like, "Well, is it a well-known thing that sometimes there's trouble with these entitled celebrities coming through?" "Well, yeah,
Entitled
maybe."
celebrities.
So a few people from Australia said that this is an ongoing thing that seems to be happening. Rich people slum it in the clubs. They lay down and they wake up with something that they never expected. You know what I'm trying to say? Or vice versa.
Did you say rich people?
Rich
Celebrities.
people with money.
Celebrities, yeah.
Man with sprinters. Man getting booked to do a club.
and
You get
Can I
me?
just say, what you described there, though, is like that network is all around the
Everywhere.
world. Anywhere you go as an artist or a creative, successful person,
Yeah.
you just get looked after. What you want, what you get.
We got some girls.
And if we're
coming.
thinking about how we've been talking about his character and stuff, it's like, okay, you know, and listen, big Oz, you know. You know how long that flight is?
Yeah, it's
You're
a
looking
mission.
there like, what happens here stays here. Remember, that's one of the lines that we all talk about when
Yeah,
we're going
but
foreign,
yeah.
right?
Check
It's a
their
normal
laws,
thing.
because their laws
So
over
when I
there
look at
is-
him, and even when I heard,
mad.
I heard 4 times I heard strangling the neck. This is the thing I
Wait,
want to
wait,
go
wait,
with. it.
quick before we go
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because if it is a group activity, this might make sense of the 4 times.
4 times, yes. That's the only.
Got you.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That's what
I'm thinking
It
wrong.
must have been the group thing. And if you're going back,
And then now she's got marks all over her body.
Yeah, but you see,
But there's only one man nicked. That's the thing.
But you
Yeah,
see,
that's what I just thought.
but then you
still.
see, right? But then watch ego now. Ego will make you draw the thing from the gangbang and take it into the bedroom and do your own thing with the girl because
he's not wrong.
you're like that. You see what I'm saying? He's driven by I need you to feed me. He's not driven by feed the others. He's driven from my perception anyway, all subjective. He's not driven by feed
Greedy
others.
guy.
He's driven by feed me.
Yo, let me ask,
Yeah.
Maverick, do they have
I heard someone say, yo, Jeds.
nah?
Okay.
Do they make umbrellas for microphones? Don't worry, let's keep it moving. Yeah, no. I ain't forgotten,
Got
bro.
him.
Like, killed him.
Got him.
Where you going, bro?
I love it.
Man like Daffy Duck, you know, mud.
That's crazy.
I know, that's Badmind, isn't it? I know.
That's crazy.
Badmind. Okay, cool, man. So, anyway, this guy, we can't convict him. We can't exonerate him.
Nah, we're not trying to either.
What can we do? We can't,
Like,
we can only
we got to wait and
speak.
see what happens, the details. But you know what? I've seen a lot of things in my life, man, and I've seen this scenario before, like with artists or
You see
creators.
it turn around though.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen like, you know, I've had artists that I'm working with call me up from other countries, crying their eyes out, telling me something like that's happened to another person in the place they was just in.
Okay.
All the artists that we all know are in that place. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there. Honestly, I gotta keep it real. I just press record on my screen.
Mad.
Not because I'm trying to catch anyone, because I want to protect myself. Because I'm realizing, yo, if this turns into what you're telling me it is, someone's going to ask me at some stage, what did you hear? And I'd rather just give you the video. And, you know, not because I'm trying to incriminate anyone. I'm a black man. I've been to jail in my past. I know what it is. The minute you see, like, that's why even with Philly, we've got to realize, like, listen, big up Australia. I love it. Every Australian I've met has always been amazing. Good energy, foreign, everything. But what I've never been to Australia. And you know why? Because I know 2 people that I know that have gone to Australia. No, 3. They all experienced racism. And sometimes it wasn't just from white people, it was from the Maoris. And one person I know died. And I'm like, wow. You know what? Like, we've had world tours where artists I'm working with has gone on a tour there with someone. And my business partner, I'm like, yeah, you go. But they don't know. I'm like, I don't even want to go there. Yeah. And it's not because I love the country, you know, what I know of it. Yeah. But I'm just like, sometimes, like, you see, like I've been Dubai and I've done Dubai, but I'm like, Dubai doesn't really appeal to me as much.
Vibration that does not calling you.
If I'm going to go to Dubai, I'm not going to do certain things that I see everyone doing. So for me, I want a reason to go there that's different from this.
What everyone, if I'm going
to go. And furthermore, I'm a Bob Marley, innit? So at the end of the day, I don't really like to go nowhere I can't smoke. Because I'm going to smoke, and you're going to look at me smoking.
I
and
thought you meant by mixed race. You said Bob Marley.
That's what I thought.
That's what I
I
I'm a Bob Marley.
I'm talking about the
I
herb.
big up all the mixed race in the building. I make some noise if you're mixed race. I see all of you lot over there.
Big up yourself.
There's a whole beige brigade over there, boy.
I ain't even heard that, you fucker. Big one.
There's a whole beige. More beige, man. Oh, more beige, man.
Man like BH.
No, but I hear you.
Man like BH. Man like BH.
My point was this. This happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. And then when you listen and you keep listening and you get in the details, moreover than not, it's sour grapes. Because someone was in a position and they went into something and they don't like the way they was handled or treated, which is cool. I get that. You have your right to do it. But
you can't withdraw consent after the fact.
Yes. And I'm saying to you, also on another tip, depending on what has been said that he done, I'm like, yo, what? As a man, I can't talk for a woman can talk. As a man, when you experience certain things with a woman,
Yeah.
sometimes for some men, it's hard to go back, you know. And I'm saying to you, every woman you meet is a different woman.
Yes.
So sometimes you will do things with a woman, and she'll go along with it. But guess what? How do you know she wants to do that? You haven't even spoken to her.
Exactly.
You haven't even said to you like that.
I'm gonna try it, and you're gonna say no, and I'm gonna stop. Like normal.
I've seen things right. Like, do you see
I can't give you warning that I'm about to do certain special moves on you.
No, not like that. But I'm saying to you, before you even get busy, I'm not gonna lie to you. The kind of person I am, I would rather not do anything with you right now. If I feel like I want to, because guess what? I want to have a conversation, and the conversation ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna do this. No, it's not that. It's gonna be like, yo, what do you like? What you want?
Big man. This is why it's Big Man Des. This why Big Man is
For who?
For the community. For the community. What is he doing?
I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
I feel like there's 2 cannons.
What's going on?
But no, you see, for me,
being in the middle of 2 cannons, mad. But go on,
that's mental, because then balls are shot. That's what I'm saying, innit? That was mad.
Yo, I'm gonna get up to speed. And when I get up to speed,
don't get up.
I'm dangerous. That's all I want to say.
Please, don't get up.
Dangerous.
Grow up, man. We was having such a mature conversation. Come on, let's keep it moving.
Sorry, but my thing is though.
You know what's so funny?
What the hell?
You know what's so funny? You're saying this, but you just
I don't want to get no spray.
talk to yourself.
I can get deep in her. I can go there.
He's warning you.
What did you put on? What did you put on?
Oh, he put his hood on still.
Tell them.
His hood off.
His hood was off still.
Nah, man can take his hood off and put it on.
Man had a hood on his head.
That's wild.
Now you see.
That's mad.
You see. The viewers can
That's
judge
mad
that.
still.
Don't judge that one. They know that ain't got no.
But my
fight
thing
on
is
no
this. My thing is this.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
You see, during sex with the female, yeah.
Can you move over this side, please?
If I so happen, the first time I link a female, first time I have sex with a female, if I so happen to
Bro,
feel
do you
like,
choke girls?
this is what I'm gonna say.
Do you, bro?
This is what I'm gonna say. If I so happen to feel like I'm gonna put my hand around your neck, it's not gonna be the first time.
What you feel like doing it sometimes?
I've done it before.
No, but do you think to just do it, or you asked, or
Impulse,
is it
impulse.
your
Depends,
thing,
do you
or is
know
it
what?
her? Are you doing it for you, for her?
It's
What
do
one?
you know what? It's been both. I've had my hand moved to a neck, and I've moved my hand to a neck. You get me? And there's a gentle little followed by a nice little kiss to make a note. It's still safe.
Let me ask you something.
Do you know what I mean?
A choke and a kiss. Don't say How you gonna say She's a sucker. You just got choked, and then all he's gonna do is kiss you.
Kiss. Oh.
Like, not to get too personal, and you don't have to answer, brother.
Sorry.
Right? Just like get me. You lot, I will ask questions if you want to. What is it? Is it learnt behaviour? Where did you get the choking
Do you
thing
know
from?
what?
This is what I want to know.
I would say learnt behaviour because when I was young, I watched porn. Do you see what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have got that from nowhere else but
some real
porn.
talk there, I
And
respect.
most of the new shit that I might have tried, apart from like away from missionary and doggy and the bait things that people talk about, is from porn. It's the actions that people.
Now, who
do.
said anal? Someone over there said anal. That's right. Someone over there said anal. Who was that?
But you know what?
Someone over there said it.
But you know what's true? Do you know what's real? Without porn, a lot of people might not have
Wouldn't know what they
considered
like.
putting the thing in the gal like
Would
that.
you have?
Yeah.
No. I'll be honest. Because
No, you would have.
No, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But the hand around the neck thing.
What are we talking about?
Right,
Mad.
what's mad?
Nah, go
Everyone
on.
was cool after that.
Jedi,
No, this was
I'm
you.
not saying that.
This was you
That was
this time.
that was.
This was you this time.
Go on anyway. Go on.
That's my brother.
I take accountability.
That's my
I
brother.
didn't say nothing.
Exactly, because that's my brother.
So
Alright,
anyway,
finish,
no, but
finish.
you need to come out of that corner.
Sorry.
Pause.
Yeah, he loves to be in that corner.
So what was I saying before? So cool. So all the hand around, but I'm not doing that. If I felt a tendency to do that during our first encounter,
Yeah,
I
you
would
wouldn't.
no, I would tell myself no. Fourth, fifth, sixth, you're my regular degular. Cool.
But there's no way you're choking a girl for the first time. What if she asks for it?
No,
Would you do it?
No, I say no.
No, for the first time?
Because do you know the wickedest thing?
She's like, choke me, man. Like, what are you talking about? You're not gonna say no.
Yes.
But
You're not
bro,
gonna say no.
No, because
If you
you
ask
see
me
with
to
me,
do it,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
pressuring you.
Yeah.
because guess what? If you ask me to do one thing and I say yeah, there's a second thing you're gonna ask me for and a third. So
Yeah,
if I
but-
say no to certain things, it makes you know maybe out of the sexual encounter, test the waters and say, "Well, babe, would you ever during sex?" And then while it's happening, and you move me to put my, then cool, I understand that's acceptable, innit? But there's certain things that I know that I've seen from porn throughout the years of being young and delving
said
into it.
years,
That is not, when I was young,
long
it
porn
was
career,
mental.
bro.
It was mental when I was young.
I said no for
It
years.
was mental,
Through the
Latino,
years.
Latino,
And he done a gesture like that
Spanish,
through the years.
Latino, Spanish. Girl,
How many years is that? Alright, you like that no sign language. How many years is that? When you get
from 13 to 21.
Yeah, that's mad. Hold on a second.
But
Hold on a
yeah.
second,
I
Chevelle.
grew up when there was no internet.
Yeah, me
So I'm
too.
kinda
Me too.
old.
What?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I grew up.
But guess what you did have? Porno magazines.
For
That's
sure,
a fact.
For sure.
That's a
for
fact.
sure.
Videos.
That's a fact.
We're not even out
Right.
the water.
VHSs.
So right.
Betamax.
So imagine.
The Jamaicans would call it.
But you know what?
The Jamaicans would call it blue movie.
Huh?
No, I don't.
Nah, he does. He
Blue
does. He does.
movie.
Blue
Yeah,
movie, you know, blue movie. And I got one for you. Porno. You remember this? Is it porno? Why did they put the O
That's
in
your
it?
time.
Porno.
That's your time.
Porno.
That's mad.
Anyway,
What is he gonna ask?
Chevelle, first encounter. Choke grab?
Grab choke?
Grab choke? Like, first of all,
Grab your.
could you ever in a million years see yourself requesting that on the first
If
thing?
he's a Jamaican singer.
He's a Jamaican singer, DJ.
What the hell?
No. Do you know what? No. I couldn't see myself requesting that. No.
And what if he tried it on the first time?
You see, because I don't mind it, I wouldn't really look at it any type of a way.
You'd be like, so you're into that, yeah?
Yeah,
You fuck
exactly.
You fuck her up, Bill.
And then
Kill me, take the bread.
Exactly.
Take the fucking bread.
Exactly.
You know what I live again.
Exactly, because at that point now that I've noticed you're into that too, I'll
cool.
be like, I like that.
I'm
Do
into that.
more.
Oh, you're into that. I'm into that too.
Do that more. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, but as for me requesting it, no.
But that sounds like an organic experience to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, when I'm talking about it, I'm talking it in that light.
Yeah.
I think like this man's in a foreign land. This man's been doing that. And sometimes, you know what it is?
I was going to add to that.
Yo, you like the sweet one, innit? The sweet one in the room. The one that looks like no one can get it. The one that looks like...
you want that. Yeah, you love
guess
that.
what?
That one.
Like you said earlier, like, you know, like, bang bang or whatever, and then you want to take it for yourself. My energy is like, I thought you want that one there. You know what I mean? I want the one that not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
the one away one, yeah.
So, my instant thought was like, right, you know what? You've just gone a bit rough, bruv. And guess what? Because remember, women will walk away from that if they haven't experienced it before, or if they did. Right, mama kind of handle me away.
But you see, this is the issue now. Yeah, and I'm sorry, we need to start chatting to the women them as well. We like, and this is just woman to woman. I think obviously she's 20, she is young.
Is that how she is?
Yeah, she's 20
I
years
didn't even
old.
know that.
Yeah, she's 20 years old.
20? Yeah, that's mad.
She's
That's
young,
mad. That's mad.
and I'm not gonna say that at that age, I wasn't dumb as well, but I wasn't doing things like that.
The after parties
and stuff like that.
Do you know what? The fact that you said she's 20 means a lot to me.
I was never introduced into that type of lifestyle anyway.
She's legal.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear
straight.
people say the age and
She's
all
legal.
of
Let's
that.
make it straight. Yeah, she's legal.
Yeah, she is legal.
Right?
She's legal.
But my thing is this.
But
The
sorry,
headspace
I didn't get to finish.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I didn't get to finish. I'm just saying, like, we need to start thinking for ourselves, about ourselves a little bit better. We need to start, because sorry guys, and I know it's not you lot,
Speak your
but
mind, bro.
men over the years, for years, some men have shown us that they will do what they want to us, take what they want from us. You understand? And sometimes
women do the same thing.
Of course, no problem.
What about
In a different way?
I mean, as in a sexual way.
Women do the same thing.
Because we're talking
Women do
about
the same thing.
I'm not denying that.
Watch this. Wait.
Hold on, let me finish. 'Cause I ain't
But
done.
women do the same thing.
On the talk, and on the talk.
Cool,
and
but women do the same thing.
Yeah.
No more. I said something now every minute.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
But women do the same
as I was
thing.
saying, no problem, brother. But yeah, as I was saying, as women, we need to start being safe, making sure that boom.
I need to be safe.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if JB knows her, that's the promoter, right? If JB knows of her, she also knows of that lifestyle. Why are you getting in a is it a sprint, whatever?
Sprinters, yes, yeah.
and you're going. Yes, you're going with a group
JB
of girls.
didn't go. Even JB didn't go. She don't go to the because she knows.
You're going with a group of girls. Yes, however, that still doesn't make you automatically safe, right? That's one. And two, you've gone to this place knowing what happens at these penthouse parties, because as you said, the brother said, it's been known and it's come out on the news a couple times that this is what happens with the celebrities in bar one. They take them from Yasser to the, so don't, just think for yourself, babes, and try to protect yourself a little bit by not going. It's okay not to go, It's all right, babes.
Well, I'll give you the counter argument quickly.
No problem.
Girls should be safe anywhere. This is
Of
what they
course,
would say.
but that's not
Women
the
should be-
reality.
this
That
the
is
problem
not,
with society.
that is not the reality.
Don't penalise-
We need to start living in reality. There is man them that don't care. And so therefore, if they don't care, we have
Women
to care
too.
about ourselves and do what's best for us. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm sure she felt like, probably I shouldn't go. I'm sure she felt like that.
Maybe had a twinge like, should I
Maybe.
go? Should I not? Yeah.
I've had it. We've all had it.
It sounds like she regretted it to me. And listen,
Well, we
that's me
don't know.
judging
We
her
don't
because I
know.
don't
We
know
don't
her,
know
right?
what she's
But
regretted
listen,
and
we've
what
seen
she
this all
hasn't
before.
done.
It's happened in history many times in entertainment. The fact that she's 20, for me, sometimes you can have 20-year-olds that are really like 15-year-olds. You can have
Yes,
20-year-olds
you
that are like
can.
30-year-olds, right?
Mindset.
It's just like, that's a grey area for me now. But also at the same time, just talking what we've been talking about, the man, he's not convicted yet.
No.
I hope it isn't what people think it is, because I never like to see a man go
Yeah.
in that space,
Yeah.
And at the same time, for the woman, like, I'm like, what you said about the party and what came on your TikTok and that Jedionline. Yeah. Like, for me, that's shown a lot more light on it. It's like, okay, so this happens regular.
Right.
Yeah.
At bar one.
And I've seen-
at bar one. That's
At
the
bar
procedure.
one. That's,
like-
as you said, the
And I'm
pipeline.
like, yo,
Pipeline.
you know what? So also we have to look at Philly and say, yo, Philly, are you even? Because remember, Philly could have been mad drunk. He could have been high.
He was drunk.
Yeah, there's a lot
JB
of
said.
things.
JB said
Can I
that
play?
he was
Can I
drunk.
play
But they're
advocate
not
quick?
making facts. But
Yeah.
Can I play
Yeah.
advocate quick? Yeah.
Said he was
So
about
if
8.
women know that this is what goes on, women know this has been going on for years. Women know that there's these cases floating around left, right, and center. In terms of safety, why do women keep placing themselves in
In those positions.
unsafe circumstances?
yeah.
So now, all of a sudden, when something goes down, you're like, this happened to me. And sometimes it could be out of embarrassment. And
Yes.
sometimes something actually really did happen.
Yes.
But my point is, why do you not still feel comfortable putting yourself in the predicament? Now, when I hear keep women safe, you see, when a woman wants to fuck a man, he's almost got zero chance of getting away.
Yeah, real
What
talk.
she said, Sam,
She's
was like-
on.
Real talk.
She's
Once
on.
she's locked
Real
her
talk.
target on,
She's
boy.
locked
Yeah, real
in.
talk.
Can I
That's
just
right.
say,
She's
I've
locked
never
in.
done
Yeah,
that.
look at
I've
it.
never done that.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, keep men safe too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, keep men
100%.
safe
Good
too.
point. I'm with you on that.
Because,
I'm with you on that.
Yo, all right, cool. We might not be getting graped, but there's mad mental circumstances.
Compelling.
that
You
I-
feel compelled,
feel
innit,
compelled.
brother?
I feel compelled.
Oh, well, if you put it
to,
like that.
to have to give her, to have to give
I
her
guess
the
I do
D.
want some pussy. Well, come to think of
That's
it.
it. But my point is,
Your point still stands.
my point is, in vulnerable situations, when men are vulnerable, women will take advantage
Yes,
as well.
they will.
Facts.
Yeah.
So facts.
Yeah.
So I don't want to highlight that it's just a man them. I want to highlight there's animals in both genders, and they will fuck you over if they need
100%.
to.
Nah,
Do you know what I mean?
amen.
So I will not say, I've brushed joke with the people, that man said young Philly, but openly and outwardly and honestly, I would not say young Diddy or young what. I wouldn't cast nothing on his name. Like
Yeah,
that.
no
wicked,
P Philly,
yeah.
no.
Nothing. But once the verdict has been done, and also, can I may add in his defense a little bit, if he's found not guilty, give him back his sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Won't happen, won't happen.
This is the law-abiding
Won't happen.
government that we're meant to be. you know?
Listen, once they left you, they're not coming back.
But what I'm saying is,
Let me give you an example. And I gave this example yesterday. I love it, so I want to rinse it, right? Say a man, Peter, your friend, Peter or whatever, he gets nicked for indecent images of children and activity with children and da all that what they call now PDF file.
Yes.
Or we call Peter Pan behavior, right? And he goes to court and he's remanded and and he busts case.
What do you mean by bust case?
He busts case. He's
No,
found not
like
guilty.
not guilty.
He's found not guilty. He's exonerated in
So
the
then
courts.
whose images
Yeah,
was it then?
it's not his. It's not
Okay.
nothing to do with
So
him.
basically, he
Right?
literally is innocent. That's what you're saying.
I said
Yeah.
he's found not guilty.
Yeah, but finding not guilty doesn't
All
mean
right,
you're
see,
innocent. Yeah.
big man Des, you can't pull one over his eyes. However, wait. But let me just say, for all we know, the court says he's found not guilty. This ain't him. Yeah. Is he ever gonna be invited to babysit again?
No.
Will he get back? Listen.
I'm just
listen.
being real. Sorry.
Will he get back his contract with Mothercare?
No.
After that,
No.
you understand?
But why is that
Does that make
different?
sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does.
But why is that different to a man that says, I'm not going to your kid's birthday in Stockwell because I feel vulnerable running with my child in that area? There's not really much of a difference.
what?
Does that make sense? So say what you said again. No, just so I make sure I heard it properly.
Stockwell. I said basically, if you had a friend or if there was a guy that you know called Ian, who's been arrested for PDF file stuff,
Images,
images,
indecent
whatever,
images,
some
yeah.
allegations, right? And he goes through the court procedures, and he gets found not guilty.
Yeah.
Is his mates ever gonna let him babysit again? No.
Do you know- no, but
if he had a contract with Mothercare as like the face of Mothercare, can Mothercare ever go and reinstate him because he's been found not
Watch
guilty?
this. So,
no.
So watch this. Mothercare should reinstate him because Mothercare.
you want the microphone?
Because Mothercare should reinstate him because Mothercare is a cog in the wheel. your brethrens now have a different personal choice whether to make.
How can
Watch
Mother
this.
Care reinstate him, cuz? What are you
Watch
talking
this.
about? That
Watch
makes
this,
sense.
because-
They should,
Because he's
but they
been
won't.
found not
No,
guilty.
let me break it down.
What I'm saying, if
Let me
no,
break-
no,
wait,
One second.
Oh, you're saying they shouldn't if he got no guilty.
Brother, listen.
Yeah.
I wanna
If the
break
man
it
was
down.
if the man was the face of Mother Care,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah?
Come on.
and then he gets nicked
But you never
for
said
these
the face.
things.
Yes,
But
done.
he-
That
but-
avenue's
If
done.
he's sponsored by Mother Care,
But he got not
if he's
guilty.
got a contract and
But
he
he got
got and then
not
he gets
guilty.
a not guilty,
He should be. But
how can you can't put him back
Yeah,
up there?
but you got to understand.
It don't make sense now. You're just that's just emotional.
No,
No, I
but let
wanna
me
hear-
break it
listen,
down.
listen.
Wait. Let me break it down, and then tell me I'm chatting shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So watch this now. Yeah. So, Mother Care, the world abide by the law. Yeah. From I'm acquitted, I'm innocent. So don't treat me like I'm guilty.
You're
so
not
give me
getting.
back my sponsorship.
No. You don't want
That's how I feel.
No, you don't want that.
I know it doesn't. I know it
You failed.
doesn't.
Let me land.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
on.
it
land.
doesn't,
So
bro.
that means I could phone anyone, I could phone feds on anyone in this room, make up some slander
Yeah,
on your name,
some
Yeah.
and your things
accusation.
drop.
Guess what?
That's
Guess what?
Batman,
That's why
bro.
slander's a crime.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Because
Hard to
mud,
prove, though.
because mud sticks. Yeah, and once it lands on you,
That's it.
you can't wipe it off.
Can't.
Remember, I always talk about the shit sandwich.
Yeah, but I think that's bad.
Once you get a shit sandwich,
Yeah.
you
You're
can't
right.
open
I
a
feel
sandwich.
like bad man because we know that
It's not bad mind. No,
is,
no, it ain't.
Do you
No,
know
it
why
ain't.
I think it is?
It's
Because
the
certain gal out
reality.
It's
here,
not bad mind.
certain gal out here, yeah,
I wouldn't even want you if I was the face of your child's brand.
Yeah.
And then I got licked with a allegation.
You're
like that,
done until
and
you're proven you're innocent.
No, wait. If I was the face of your child's brand, Nana's baby or whatever, South's reading books or whatever, and do you know what I mean? And I was the face of it.
Yeah.
Then I get licked down with a Rolf Harris type charge.
Yeah.
And I bust the case. I wouldn't even want you to have me as the face because I'm damaging your brand, cuz.
But you know
It's
what's-
blatantly.
But you know what's crazy though?
It's not my fault.
But you
it's
know
not
what's
your
crazy?
fault,
Yeah,
it's
but,
unfortunate.
yeah,
I
but
would
it's the
need-
reality.
But it's the reality.
Yeah.
Because you know the wickedest thing, yeah? Alright, cool. Say God forbid, man got an R charge, yeah? That I never ever did. And they said to me, go not guilty so you could get lesser time. I'm going guilty. Throw the whole life L plate at me. Because there's no way
Wrong
you're
way round, wrong way.
Yeah. The wrong way round, sorry. So if you turn around and say that I great,
You're getting guilty, you're finished. Hey, let's get that clip.
that's the trailer.
Editing room.
But you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? If I haven't done it, there's no amount of time that you can say I'm gonna get off to convince me that I'm gonna go guilty
I wanna answer this, yeah?
against such a charge like that. It's just not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna take the L, sit down, and like, oh shit, this is my life now. But you can't tell me I'll take off 15 years if you go guilty for that crime and for the PDF crime as well. Any other crime, you might be able to make me take the half. You get me? And then I walk away. And
Soundman's looking at you side eyes. Is he alright?
Am I right?
You want him to have that mic in front of him now, right? Yeah.
All right, so listen, yeah.
Sorry about that, sir.
Just the energy you're giving off, innit? I proper, like, I feel like I understand where you're coming from, right? And my thing is, in the perfect world, you're 100% right. But we don't live in a perfect world.
Yeah, but they behave like we do.
No,
So
they,
go
they,
by
no,
your
no,
rules.
listen. The
So
only,
if I'm non-guilty,
the only
treat me
time,
like I'm
Yeah.
non-guilty.
listen, the only time they behave like we're in a perfect
He's
world is
right,
when you're in
though.
their court system, and it's our court system. But remember, we never set it up, right?
So your court system has got a jury, a judge, witnesses, evidence, everything, and they've come to the conclusion that they've got the wrong person. Give me my fucking sponsors back.
And I'm saying to you, the small print
You
in
mad?
listen, the small
Give me
print,
my thing
the
back.
small
Watch it now,
print,
watch it now.
the small print in the deal that you cut before you ever committed this crime says, you know what? If you get arrested and bring your name into disrepute,
There you
whether
go.
guilty or not
I was gonna
guilty,
say dishonor.
yeah,
That's the.
That's
It's,
what
it's
I'm
called an
saying.
honor
So what I'm
clause.
saying-
No, so do you know when I accept that? Cancel
When you sign on a
No,
contract.
watch this though. Watch this, because if I read that contract and had a lawyer present and the lawyer explained what was in the contract, I would have said to them, cool. But you see, the minute I'm found not guilty, bring me back.
Yeah, but
because
what the
I'm
point
not
I'm making is
guilty.
you- yeah,
you're
but the-
being
Because
ignorant
then
of what
the
you're saying,
minute,
though,
no,
Southside.
because
let
the
me
minute
say-
I go
let me say,
outside
yeah.
and somebody says, he done the M, he did it, and I go on trial and they find out that the he did it guy
The issue
wasn't the
is-
guy that did it.
He did
The
it,
issue
guy.
Allow
is,
me.
the issue is though.
Allow
Sal,
me
listen,
now.
you're
the issue,
100%
hold on. The issue is
Otherwise,
though,
I'm
Sal.
done my whole
the
life
issue
for
is
word's
though.
sake. That's
The
bad,
issue
man,
is
man.
though, once the dishonor has been set upon you,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about that. And I think that's the reality, is that once you've ever been anything to do with police or whatever, once that's happened, That's it.
It's
In their
unfair.
eyes.
It's unfair.
It is unfair, but
It's unfair.
that's the reality.
So now-
you know what's unfair? You know what's unfair? Just like what you just said. Women should just be safe anywhere.
They should be.
That's
Good point. Very
right.
good point.
They
That,
should
it's
be.
unfair that we're not.
But can we
it's unfair
all
that we're not
agree?
safe.
You know
but
what?
the
I
reality.
made a statement, but I
But the
don't agree with it.
reality.
Alright,
The
can
reality.
I say
of
something?
it-
Yeah,
I made a statement,
listen.
but I don't agree with that statement.
And you know what?
Why?
Listen.
I don't agree women should be safe anywhere. Kids shouldn't be safe anywhere. Men shouldn't be
point.
safe anywhere.
But what I'm
There's
saying- no,
places in the
listen.
world that are dangerous and they're going to
For a
stay
reason.
dangerous
For a
for a
reason.
reason.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And you know what? I think the
Like a dark alleyway or some
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
I don't, just don't go there, lady. I
But
don't
the
care
girl turn around
what
and say,
country it
I'm
is.
big, you know. I'm grown, you know.
Yeah.
Don't walk
All
down
right,
the
so
road.
let me ask you a question, yeah?
Why are you putting
Not
at me? I'm joking.
I think the sentiment of what you're saying, women should be safe anywhere,
But
wholeheartedly
that's what I
agree
mean.
with that,
I'm
right?
going with the unfairness
and I think that
he's
goes
talking
for
about.
men as well.
Yeah.
Men should be safe. I think humans
Safe
should be
around
safe anywhere,
women
right?
as well.
Everyone's asking
But-
for safe. Everyone's
You really
asking.
believe that?
Wait,
no,
wait.
no, listen. I would love that to happen. No,
Really?
No, it's a contradiction, bro.
No, wait,
listen
so
what I'm
slow down,
saying.
slow down, slow
What
down.
I'm getting at is like, if I know, say, we could all live a life here where we didn't have to work for money, we all had to just get on, and we could have just. But when you look at the human condition, when you look at who we are as humans, you know it's a fact. It don't make sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my point is
Fantasy.
this: like, women will put themselves in positions or say things or do things, and then turn around and say, "I'm meant to be in a safe space," right? A man can't do that, you know. So what I'm getting at is this: I'm like, sometimes, you know, when it works for us, you know, we pick out these perfect ways of living or describing. But the reality is, I'm asking anyone right now, viewers, anyone, who lives in that world?
Yeah.
No one.
I don't know no one that does. So for me, sometimes we're judging things on a world that doesn't exist.
Exists.
So when we're saying that a woman should be safe to go back to an artist's yard, an artist's hotel, and chill without obviously being great, we all agree with that.
Yes.
Of course.
However, I'm telling my daughter don't go.
Exactly.
Facts.
I'm
Exactly.
telling my daughter don't go in it.
But-
If they
but
want to
as
go, they
well-
can go. An advisor don't go in it.
Advisor.
And now there's a history of artists
bar
and
one.
and things going wrong at bar
Right.
one, whatever. I don't know, Wagwan. You're 20. I don't know what you wanted. You're a fan. Cool. I'm a fan. Why did I not go back? I remember when a certain celebrity tried
remember.
invite man. But
I remember. Live,
I've seen it.
bro, I
I've seen
remember.
it. I see man
remember.
squeezing in the lift
man
with
went.
P. Diddy. I see it, bruv.
Squeezing in the
Buddha,
lift
like,
with
what's it?
Diddy.
Funky Buddha. Remember Funky
What-
Buddha? Funky
Diabolical
Buddha.
work.
I see man like, yeah, and I was watching, just laughing.
Diabolical.
And I wasn't thinking gay. I wasn't thinking nothing like
But
that.
you
I
know
was just
what's
thinking,
mad?
look at these man
But
begging
you know
to
what's
be
mad?
around
You
P.
see,
Diddy.
you see the circumstance you was about to explain. You was a bad man in that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
My God, you
No,
was
but
a-
obviously-
you was a bad man in that thing.
Yeah.
But watch this now, yeah. So everyone's talking about safe spaces, yeah. Everyone's talking about safe spaces, but the safest space, obviously, we know better. Okay, so just I'm being advocate. I said it
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
So the safest space that we're meant to know, yeah, is the justice system, how it deals with you, and the conclusion to the justice system,
Yeah.
right? So I'm meant to live in this safe space, yeah. Obviously, I know better. It's just mind games, isn't it? I'm meant to live in this space, in this safe space. But then, the minute someone says something against me, that slander that we spoke about is a crime, yeah. All of a sudden, this safe space becomes hell.
Yeah.
So
Danger
I'm
zone.
sitting here with an allegation that I had nothing to do with in this safe space, and why does it feel like I'm living in hell? It's not a safe space.
It's no longer
Yeah, but
safe.
So the one thing that we're asking for, we're diverting, creating,
Yeah.
because we're having opinions that certain people that have not, that have been called innocent should still face.
Someone
the
said
front
to
of
me. Someone
not
said to
guilt-
me.
of guilty.
Someone said to me, as a rich man, as a black man, you can't be doing certain things. Man said to me, and a woman said, as a rich man, you can't be promiscuous. As a rich man, you can't have gal. You can't fuck who you want. And I was like, what?
That's mad.
How? What?
That's mad.
How are you make?
It's not.
Why is that?
I don't
Why
think
is
it
that?
is.
Why is that true?
Because it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
That's
To your
what they
status.
said. Yeah, that's what they said.
It's dangerous, but you know, but this is where, yeah, and this might sound mad. I feel like I'm gonna get cussed. I'm gonna say it anyway. This is where prostitution comes into the game, yeah, with these people.
Oldest business in the world.
Right. So now, the smartest man in the world, yeah, that's rich and got money, gonna get a prostitute and not a side thing, because the prostitute don't come with the same headache as a side
Real
thing.
talk. Real talk.
Diddy tried that, and now he's getting done for trafficking.
No,
Let's move on.
Wait. Hold on a minute.
But
Diddy
So-
thought
so
that.
wait,
Diddy
so-
thought that.
So you see,
Yo.
no, but you see
I love
Diddy's
how
on.
you-
Diddy.
Tell me if I'm wrong,
No,
though,
go ahead.
because I actually might be wrong. But you see the people that Diddy's got in, are they paid? Are they prostitutes? Like they're actually prostitutes?
What people?
Escorts?
Yeah.
A lot of them are. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And they're the ones that are now
And
coming against
even the
them?
ones that can rap and sing.
But you see them lot. Forget.
You get me?
You see them
Even the
lot.
ones that can rap and sing,
But you
cuz.
see them lot. I'm not
Even the
surprised
ones
with
that
them lot.
produced. Yeah, they're
They're
hoes.
there, they're in.
They're prostitutes.
But you see,
and they all know what they're
But you see a
prostitutes.
bit- but you
And
see
now
a-
they're walking back with their bum holes stinging, and now they wanna cash in. Yeah, the gal them,
and that's mad.
scraped up their knees, done their thing. Now they want to cash in. Listen, like I don't know what
Say,
people are doing.
but
You
see-
feel the vibration when you're moving around freaky people.
100%.
You feel,
Very
you know
much so.
where it's
Very
going.
much so.
Shut up, man. You know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But
100%
adults
so.
don't want to take responsibility no more.
And at the end of the day, yeah, listen, this is a great discussion, good points, but we don't know. Yeah. And
We
at the
don't.
same time,
We don't.
I hope Philly gets through it. I
Yes.
hope the girl
Yes.
Yeah.
doesn't hold
I mean-
mad trauma, even though if it's...
It's-
Hold on. Let me just say this.
I was gonna
Because by the time this comes
Right.
out, the CCTV somehow would be leaked and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
And me and you looking like a madman on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
Let
I
it
hope
be-
it's not true.
Let it
Yeah,
be
man,
what it
so do I.
is.
I'm blessing, man.
Do you know what's mad?
I'm gonna put the footage side by side with my chest. Yeah. And Philly just getting mad.
And do you know what's mad? It's almost like I don't hope for nothing. I don't hope for nothing because you see choices that people make in their life.
Yeah.
They got hope for
for the
something.
best, yeah.
All I know is
what I
I
mean?
don't wish bad.
I don't wish bad on none of them.
any of
Yeah,
these people
yeah,
in the
for real.
scenario.
But you have to wish bad on somebody in this scenario because
I wish bad on who's wrong.
right.
I don't even wish bad. No. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I ain't even wishing bad on you. You lot do your thing. Yeah,
too much
it's
But
not
you're
me.
lucky
Do you know what I'm trying to
correct
say?
that sentiment.
It's not even. I'm not even gonna bring that energy onto you. All right,
Yeah.
last quick point. Yeah, it's a real quick one because we gotta get brother High Priest on it. Is the UK bad vibes?
Yes.
Is the UK Badmind?
100.
100%.
Fuck it out. You know, just
Wait,
ask.
what did we get? 100 and 100.
100.
100 over there.
I say a million.
Fuck it.
I say
And what are you saying over there, Priest?
million.
What do you not think?
Million.
You think 100?
Do you know, I think Western culture
Max
on
is
the whole,
kind of
at the
on.
moment,
It depends, innit? If you can navigate, because the thing is, bad energy sometimes you can make good from it.
Bad energy, sometimes you can make good for it. Just in case you never heard. So, yeah.
It's based on you. You bad energy.
good point.
Are
good
you
point.
bad energy?
Good point.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I,
He's
do you know,
moving
I
like a
noticed,
shouting
yeah, I'm
monk,
overseas a lot. I'm overseas a lot, yeah.
Yeah, good.
And I come in, and every time,
Like-
this is what I say, like the day before, like the day I have to get on the plane to come back, or the day before, I notice the last week before I'm coming back, I'm always in a somber place, yeah. And then my brethren, then my partners and that, they're looking at me and they say, boy, you know. And I just look at them and I say, boy, I have to put my hard hat on, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm going back to war.
Go back to
That's
that
how I
spot.
feel. Now I've got other situations that make me feel that way here.
Yeah, of
But
course,
I'm
yeah.
like, what I've been noticing, back in the day, you go Thailand, you go Caribbean, you go wherever, and people always, when you're British, they draw to you like, I want to come to England, I want to come to America.
Yeah.
I've seen that kind of dissipate
Decline.
over time now,
Yeah.
where it's like, I don't really want to go there.
Because enough of us are going
do you
over
know what
there
I'm saying?
telling
And,
them
and I think
Telling them it's
I think it's an energy thing. Like I love America, but I've never wanted to live there.
Yeah.
You know, I want to travel through it and see it. I love the way you
Me
go
too,
there,
I wanna travel
but
through
I've
it.
never
I
felt
wanna
like
live there,
I want to live there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamaica, St. Lucia, want to live there.
You wanna stay
You get what I'm
there,
saying?
yeah.
So my thing is,
Down to the
England's
people,
got an
man.
energy right now, and I think I can say this. Yeah, I've been in the game from like 25 years ago, innit? So this, what I see now with all the famous artists, you know, the Phillies, the Chunks, everyone, I see the culmination of what was set back then.
Yeah.
Right? It's not. I'm not trying to be that guy to say, right, we done it for you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, one thing I noticed about the culture of the UK,
Yeah.
they don't really respect the peers.
The
you know?
forefathers.
Yeah. Whereas if you
oldest.
look at America or these places, you can see podcasts for days, or you see tours for
Yeah.
days of old school.
But you know
Yeah.
why?
Yeah,
though?
people are still
Yeah,
winning.
old
right?
But you know why
Whereas
though?
I feel
They might want to call you old over
where,
there.
where I feel like here is like the whole generation now. You're getting the money that we was all trying to get to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And some of us got to because you know people were winning back then, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time is this: who's your OG? Because every time I see all these clicks, you know, I don't see no OGs around them. None.
They're not being handled by no
and
OGs.
you see the lawyers.
No
why
OGs,
This is
though?
this is my last point. You see the
Yeah.
lawyers. You see the agencies. They're the same agents and lawyers back then.
Wow.
I see a couple black lawyers coming through
Yeah.
now over the last 5 years. I rate them from afar because it's not like I know them personally. But what I'm saying is, and you know, brown, it's not just about black, you know, like, but what I'm getting at is beige, yeah, for real. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't really see none of the, like, listen, think about it. You got no money and now you got millions. You know one of the main things you got to do? Learn to live with that money. Yeah?
Yeah, that's
Because enough people
That
think,
is
right, listen, Biggie said it, more money, more problems.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Like, you think you get money and your life's easier? You go on.
Yeah.
Mind what you wish
Because
for.
now you got to think about a mortgage.
No,
Now
it's
you
not,
got-
but
now
listen,
you
poor
gotta
people have
think-
mortgage.
now
Poor
you
people,
gotta-
I'm talking about when you get
Now
money, you
gotta
got
think,
status.
If I go and sex a ting, is it gonna
Right,
turn
is it gonna
pear-shaped?
turn-
You walk down the
Right.
road, everybody knows you. Imagine you walk down the road now, everyone knows you.
But
Do you know how that feels?
There's also an art, yeah. There's also an
I'm
art
midway
that
between
if-
that
if-
still.
You see if you got dough, but you're in the public figure, shut your mouth about who you are. So there's an art, there's a dark art around doing
Yeah, man.
crud if you need to do whatever you need to do. There's a way of
man.
doing certain things, innit? Now, olders, whatever, back in the day, they weren't pushing positivity as much as they might have changed now. They wasn't pushing much positivity. I've been around many are older, and I could probably say 3 in my life out of all of them has pushed positivity in my direction, but it doesn't mean we ain't done fuckery. You see what I'm saying? So cool now. You've had certain man that was doing
You're
what
welcome,
the
sir. You're welcome.
no problem, my brother. I
Nah,
appreciate
it's
it.
clearly
I
talking
know.
about me. Clearly.
Obviously.
Do you know what I mean? You
Obviously,
clearly got big man.
yeah.
You, Bane,
Clearly.
Slim.
Yeah.
Big up
You're welcome,
man.
man. You're
Do you know what I mean? My
Big up Bane
show
every
once-
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Uncle
I'm trying to get
Bane.
Bay down here still.
Yeah,
man.
but my point is, there wasn't much positivity pushed. Now, when I see the elders now analysing what the youth are doing now, you don't deserve to have a say in what the youngers are doing now because you never showed the youngers what any.
Yeah, but you know-
wait, let me.
I'm not gonna shut you down.
So your
Because it's
generation.
mental. My generation, my
Yeah.
generation was mental though.
Right.
Mad.
But that's what I'm
Everywhere.
saying. Your
Yeah.
generation, the older generation above you didn't show you. They showed you
they
the
didn't.
negative
So
stuff.
man said
But-
you don't deserve to.
Yeah.
That's a deep one.
So
Mad.
sometimes, right? This is why I want to land. So sometimes you don't deserve to criticize, critique, or advise.
Because you never put
So-
in on this, man.
Something that you never put in on mine.
I
So you
respect
see,
that.
So I transfer it to a Man U example. You're in the club, everyone's chipped in for the bottle. The brother that ain't chipped into the bottle, you might get the first cup. Don't come back to the bottle for the second.
Mad.
cup till
You
go in
already
your
know.
pocket.
You know.
already
Yeah.
cuz.
Even you reaching for the
No,
like,
no,
it's
no.
like you're
I
doing
tell
the
the
man
man,
thing.
yo.
Yeah.
You get me? 5ers, 10ers, 20s.
But when I'm listening to you,
know what I
know, do you know what I'm hearing? Like, everything melds in it. Like, this whole, the gang culture, the street culture that's been prevalent over the last 10, 15 years, say, I never grew up in that culture. Like, my culture was like, yo, can you fight? Are you on it? You could go any ends. You understand what I'm saying? No, let me finish.
Can
I
I
love
say
that, I
one
love
thing?
that, I love
Can I
that.
say one thing? One thing.
Yeah.
Don't ask me, can I fight? Teach me to fight.
No, I respect that, but I'm
Don't ask me to fight.
I never
Teach me
said
to
it.
fight.
I never said it like I'm
Because you're my
talking.
older.
How
No,
many
listen.
Guinnesses have you had,
No,
bro?
listen.
Free.
I never said it like I'm talking about older. My thing is this.
I'm a moving man.
One thing I know. Listen,
No,
no.
right.
What
You're great.
you're saying is points, but I feel like that's a more of a road point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like when I'm talking about entertainment now. Yeah.
Brixton, he's stuck there.
No, that's cool. Listen,
Oh,
love
okay,
South,
man.
you know.
We're
Big up
refined.
Dollar,
Yeah,
big
we're
up Dollar,
refined.
big up Darren. But and
Don't worry
Greeky.
yourself.
You're from
But
Peckham.
like when I see what I'm talking about entertainment now, I'm saying like, yo, like I can talk on this thing any level. Yeah, because I've been in it and I've done it and I've proved myself and whatever. Yeah, I'm not trying to oversell it. I'm just trying to say I'm in it and I'm in it now again. Right? But at the same time, I'm like,
Sorry. Can you just...
I heard it,
Yeah,
but I just kept it
I
moving.
know,
kept it
man.
moving. I
Can
kept
you
it
just tend to
moving.
behave?
Yeah.
I just
You
asked
might
him.
listen
No,
to
it's all right. It's all right for him.
You
It's all
might
right. It's all
listen
right.
to
He
big
can do
man
it.
there.
It's all right.
Behave.
He can
So
do
it's-
it.
Alright, let me
Because
But at the same time,
there is a
I'm like-
woman in here, so it's fine.
What I see is this.
He wants to talk on the thing.
Okay.
And then he was just kept fidgeting. like,
Fidgeting, doing a mad
he's
thing.
just being
It's
mad.
mad.
Sometimes you got
When, no, but when it's mad,
Sometimes you got to do the big
I've
man
learned this as
vibe,
big
innit?
man.
but when it's mad, when it's
big
mad,
man does,
but when it's mad, I fidget. Like, I'm like,
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But my
That's
thing
a
is
fun
like,
up in itself.
oh, I'm fidgeting next to it.
When it's mad, you fidget.
my thing is this. One of the like, I'm blessed with common sense. Yeah. That's one thing I know. Shall we take a moment? And
No, you're blessed. I'm listening. I'm listening. You said you're blessed with common sense.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Yo, what I see in the entertainment game now everywhere is like, yo, you're talented, you're creative, but you're acting like no one's done it before you.
Okay.
Right.
So what I'm
Like,
saying to you is,
inventing the
when you're in
wheel.
a closed room and you're talking, when you're in a
Right,
studio
right,
session, when you're talking about the deal, you're acting like no one's done it before you.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, yo, it's all been done before.
It's all been
done.
So sometimes, listen, it's about pick your poison, innit? No one's perfect. But understand, if you ain't got an OG in your surroundings, you're missing a trick.
Yeah.
Facts.
You're missing a trick. I don't
100%.
care what it's about. You're
100%.
missing a trick.
I agree.
And that OG could be your fucking uncle.
Yeah.
It could be your
Whatever.
brethren's
Anyone.
older brother.
Yeah.
Because one thing I love about this management role changing is that when a man's got talent now or a female's got talent, it's like your brethren that's good with
Yeah,
the
handling,
paperwork.
yeah, handling.
And I love to see that because now that replicates America. Because that's the other thing. The space we're in now, in UK for me, is where America was when Nas, Puff Daddy,
Yeah, we're
Jay-Z
just,
came
we're just
through.
arriving.
Yeah, we've done the
just
Curtis
reached.
Blow,
Yeah.
we've done the
Bump
Orange
up
Juice
that
Jones.
Yeah.
But
Like
no.
we're in the relevant. Like, guess what? I got the G-Wagon.
Yeah.
I got the 100 grand watch.
Yeah.
I got the mansion. And I'm saying to you, don't you get it? While that's all developing and forming, you're gonna see who ends up being bankrupt, who goes mad,
Yeah.
who ends up being a rapist, who's like you're gonna see.
but-
And what I'm saying to you
story's
is,
gonna
we're
unfold,
in
yeah.
the middle of that now.
But this is
So
why I
me-
say as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a deep
This is why I say as well, cool. Put me on, show me how to get money. Yeah.
What you got that in your hand for?
Oh,
Man.
sorry,
Yeah, but
man.
what I'm trying to say is, how does it relate?
So
'Cause
so,
I'm
so
like-
watch this. So put me on, show me how to make money. Yeah, that's step one. And there's a lesson in there. But you see, the greatest lesson is show me how to deal with what you've shown me how to acquire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
guess
but how
what,
is it?
what would I just
but
say?
You
What did I
can't,
just
you
say?
can't. You can't show someone how to deal with something that you didn't get.
You've never had.
And what I'm saying to you is this. You're
Right?
right, you know. You listen,
Alright,
you're right.
no,
But what
no,
I'm saying
fair,
is this:
fair,
like,
fair.
listen. Enough of my brethrens, yeah, are OGs. We all come from the space you're talking about. I come from that space, and I'm like, enough of my. I've got brethrens that are that guy. You can't chat on this, bruv, because you never taught no one nothing. Me, I put on mad people, whether it's road, whether it's entertainment. Like people always, I've had people that I didn't get on with after, and they come back to me years later and they've apologized and said, you know what? When I really check it as a big man, you put me on, you know. And I'm like, you know what I do? I don't gloat. I say, rah, hug.
Big up, love,
I
love for
did
the
it. I
progression.
did it because I rated you,
Yeah.
and keep it moving. I'm not gonna sit down now and tell you I told you
but
so.
you see
Yeah.
the difference though. The difference between the generations is that the younger generation, whereas your generation, my generation, could take a check-in. These ones
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
They don't want to.
Even when he says mad head, I get it.
So when you're saying, teach me, they don't even want to learn.
Yes.
And I think this is where this is. I think this
And that's
is
a whole nother argument.
right, because it's like, where did that begin?
debate,
where
should I
did
say.
that type of thought process begin to say, Rabom, I don't care what you say, mum. I'ma do me. Because my generation was like,
Now, how mad is it
Close
to look
the
at your
door,
mum and think she ain't got as much
close
money
the
as you?
door and do a mad thing and just be like, say what I want to say. But now you've got parents and children arguing. That was never a thing.
I was with someone yesterday, yeah, and we was in a meeting at a label, person I really respect, person who, and she got a text, and we laughed. She laughed. I said, "What's going on?" She said, "My daughter's just texted me and said, Dad's on a mad one. What's that all about?" Yeah. Now listen,
It's
it was
the
totally
lingo,
in the
it's the
right
lingo,
space. It wasn't.
yeah.
But I laugh because this is
the
where
lingo.
I've got 3 young daughters,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, right now, for me, what I'm noticing is like the society I'm living in, the world I'm living in. This is the first time women are getting so much independence or so much say
Yes.
themselves. So because I got 3 young daughters, I'm like, I've always been onto that thinking, right, what's it going to be like when they're older? And the one grey area that I've been seeing is like, yo, man think they're not, because man's always had such a domineering position in society, you're judging women on what you think they should do. But you guess what? If this woman's been in this position for the first time, why don't you learn what she does? Because the reality is, what you expect her to do is what a man expects her to do. If a woman's never been in that position before, how do you tell me you know what she's going to do? Because she ain't a man.
Right.
So
She's
if
a
you're
woman.
judging her off a man's
and,
things...
And you're not a man. You're
Yes.
not a woman, you're
so
a
I'm
man.
saying to you, when I'm watching this thing at the moment and I'm watching what's going on in society and I'm like, Rad, you know what? Young people just don't want to hear it. And they're being taught that. I don't think it's just about them being ignorant. I think social media, I think TV shows,
All of it's
I think
involved.
newspapers, information. I'm like, Rad, when you check it, you know, they're actually making it so like, yeah, well, the dad ain't got no power in the family no more. The kids can kind of run and do what their thing.
You see the Heinz advert?
That, yeah. Leave my cup
I've seen
alone.
it.
Oh
What's
my
it,
gosh,
man?
what's this now?
Yes, my dear. So on the underground, they
Oh,
put
with
up,
just the black mum.
There was
yeah,
no
I see
black
that. I see that.
dad, yeah,
But guess
and a
what?
lot of people were-
Normal shit. You know what I would do?
But-
Who done that marketing campaign?
Of course,
Just let's have a chat with them.
everyone's onto
And
that.
I bet you'll find that they don't know the culture.
Yeah,
That's all you'll find.
everyone's onto that.
Sometimes it's that simple, but the ramifications of it is more. Everyone gets passionate, everyone gets angry.
Yeah,
I've been that guy.
But you
But
see,
why
you see
there's-
that there, yeah. That there is so old because you see, back when I was growing up watching Arsenal play football, yeah, there was a lot of white players.
The Gunners, you mean?
The Gunners.
Gunners.
Yeah, the Gunners. The Reds.
The Gunners. The Gunners.
When I used to watch them play football, I used to hear interviews and that. And I remember Sol Campbell, he said to the CEO, they done a mural of the football players, all the white guys, all the top white guys in the Arsenal team at the moment. And Sol Campbell went up to him and said to him, "Where's my brothers?" And he turned around and he was like,
Look on the floor, it's the shadows.
do you know what I mean? Basically.
Don't laugh.
But luckily enough, at the time, it was that whole process of kick racism out of football and it was highlighted. So it was taken serious. But my
Especially
point
Sol
is,
Campbell. He's black.
right, so, but my point is these kind of things have been happening over the years, innit? But because we know that it happens, why be provoked? Why not be enlightened? Yeah, why be provoked by it? Be enlightened
Because
by
basically,
by the fact
it's
that
controlled. These things
It's
happen
controlled.
with to create some kind of
Trigger
selective
response, right?
outrage.
Yeah.
Every year,
Yeah.
Gucci fucks up.
H&M fucks
Then
up.
Who was it
Timberland fucks
last?
up, then
Then-
H&M.
Last year was
Who-
Sainsbury's.
Everyone fucks that.
There was
It's
always-
legend.
yeah,
It's
there was
every
always,
year.
the
It's a regular
The
thing.
monkey top,
And
H&M. That was like 3 years ago.
They do the same thing all the time.
All of that.
Their Christmas adverts is this happy white family enjoying a
Yeah.
Christmas.
And then they want to get mad at the Little Mermaid and little things.
Right.
Remember, so it's a thing where racial inequality is highlighted for other reasons. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Oh, I was in COVID, yeah. In COVID, I was in the Caribbean, the whole of COVID.
Yeah.
And got stuck out there, but it was very convenient, right?
Yeah, of course.
One of the first things I noticed when I came back was a Sainsbury's advert with black people in it.
Oh, was
And-
it the Jamaican family?
Yeah, and all I thought to myself is, and this is me again saying I got the history in the game to say I can notice these things and say it with force, you know. Yo, there's a time when you would never see a poster like that.
Yeah.
So for me, things are changing.
Yes.
Even now when I'm doing deals or I'm chatting to people in offices having meetings, I'm seeing that there's more people of my culture or colour.
Yeah.
And that could be Moroccan, that could be, it
Yeah,
doesn't
any
have to
beige,
be
any
that,
beige.
yeah?
But is that because now, yeah?
Turkish.
I said any beige.
Any bit. Yeah,
That's
Turkish.
mad.
Go on, let's go through the list.
That's mad. That's mad.
Iranian.
But
be
could
from
it
anyone,
be?
just be
Yeah,
beige.
Could it be
There's more
that
beige than us.
the
you know,
position
but-
that they've
We
now
gotta sit
one sec,
together.
one sec.
Yeah,
So-
we do.
Could it be the position
No,
that
we
they've
need
now
the
given
division.
you, yeah, is to make you feel
Beige
nice,
gang.
but not to make you progress?
Black gang.
Black
Do you get it?
gang.
I'm pretty sure things like that are
So
happening.
I feel like they do that. I feel like they put you in positions where it makes you feel boastful or it makes you feel like you're included, but it doesn't make you
Who
progress.
is they?
The powers that be.
The power-
The-
yeah,
All right.
the
So
elite.
what I've noticed over my years is the they is the system.
Of
Yeah, because
course.
you know, like an
System,
algorithm.
yeah, yeah,
like right
yeah.
now in Google, algorithm is
Yeah.
algorithm in itself.
Of
Yeah.
It's not even human
Yeah.
hands in it no more, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now,
Set
when you
to
think
roll.
you're pressing Google and you think it's going random, because you've got 13 years of having a Google account,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
algorithm has a vibe on
Adjusted.
you. I'm going to send you this way.
Yes.
I'm going to send you that way. AI, right?
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
right?
Machine learning. they call
Yeah,
it.
come on.
Yeah, yeah.
So my thing is like when
machine
I
learning.
like what I'm trying to describe is like a blanket view. I'm saying right when I check it, like it's like Obama. Everyone's saying, oh, what did he do? I'm like the fact that he was of color in that position.
Who we talking about?
Obama.
Oh.
Sorry, that's out.
Anyways.
Hey, big man. Bro, hey.
Tell me.
Good, big up,
No,
big
you're
up.
not going to do that.
What I just said, what's
Big
up?
up, big up,
Fuck
big
off,
up.
man.
So now you're not going to...
Why are you celebrating the Tom that
was
you
mad.
wanted to send me?
All I'm saying,
That was
That
mad.
was mad.
because
That beige
because
power,
it's-
beige rage.
Nah,
That beige
no, no,
rage.
no.
Ah! Yeah. Ah!
I definitely
Me
got
black
beige
too.
rage.
Ah!
I definitely got beige rage.
My God. My
But
beige
my
rage is
point- my
mad.
point
You
was
lot are
about
crazy.
the president Obama, yeah?
Yes.
Like, big up J2K, yeah? I feel like, right, I don't care what you did. I like the fact that I could look at you, like, it's like Lewis Hamilton. It's like, don't you get it? The fact that he's in that position gives...
that's why
but
he
that's-
holds it,
but-
though.
but wait,
I'll give it to you something that I think of you so solid.
Okay.
When So Solid done their first video, I know the whole story behind that. But when they done their first video, it gave like, don't you get it? Stormzy, all
I'm
of these
not
people,
saying-
they were
I'm-
inspired
listen,
by that.
I'm not saying that.
hear
I'm not
you.
saying
not saying
that.
you're not.
I get you,
However, for the system, it was
It's
okay
nice.
for us. For us, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But for the system, they're just like, yeah, we're just ticking boxes.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
what
but
we-
They don't
listen.
really. They don't really care.
Yeah,
they
but
don't
guess
really
what?
care about
There's
us.
two things to that. You're 100% right. I'm not here to shut down
Yeah,
anything you're saying
and
because
I
you're right.
also understand
but
what you're
also,
saying.
they have to now.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? And when you go to
Not that we
America or
want
you go to Africa or you go to certain places, you meet people in the right positions or the real powerful positions that look just like you and have never had them issues, yeah? But because society here and the visuals and the films and everything, until you go there yourself, you know,
Yeah.
you only think it is what you've seen. And then you go there and
Naturally.
you're like, right, it's nothing like what it was on that screen.
Naturally.
So sometimes, like, you see, this is one thing that I hate about the culture of the gang culture now. I hate it. Some man have never left West and they're all 35.
That's crazy.
And I just can't understand
What
that. 'cause
kind of
let's
life
be-
is
I
that?
left West when I was 13, 14. Red Bus Rover. Chasing man that was more on it than me, but I'm following them. Like, my mum finds out I'm in trouble. But here what? I'm with them man there. Big up Kate or big up Mark. Lawrence, you know what I mean? But like I'm saying, like, my passion in my stomach, whatever, where I wanted to go, led me out. I feel like now,
That's mental.
passion in stomach. How's that
No,
mental?
talk to him, man.
How's that mental?
That's
Explain
not
how it's
right.
mental, bro.
It's the Guinness.
It's the
Passion
Guinness
is-
for
It's the
real.
Guinness.
It's the
It's the
Guinness.
Guinness.
Right, you know what?
Guinness.
Passion
You
in
know
my
what?
belly.
Alright,
Yo,
passion-
yo.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
okay.
You gotta teach me because
Don't worry, please.
Okay. I had two Guinnesses
Listen,
here, though,
he's
yeah.
waved. He's
Yeah,
waved.
yeah.
I had two Guinnesses.
No,
And
it's in
I've seen him over
Wait,
there.
Oh, yeah, that's the passion
Yeah,
in
but
his
there's another
stomach.
three
Put
there.
it down, put it down, put it down. That's the
Okay,
passion
cool.
in his
He's
stomach.
the wave.
Man,
Bro, man,
hey, shush. Anyway, bro, go on.
But that's the point
You
I was
rapping
getting
this.
at. I can't even remember now because he's from.
I know, man,
What I do
childish.
want to say is I'm gonna have to dust.
Yeah.
But I want to say one thing. Big up all of you because you know I love the conversation, and I want another conversation going forward. I've got 3 daughters. Not going off track. I've been fighting for them for 9 years just to see them. Yeah. And I love my daughters. But what I've seen the adults around them do, which are females, right?
Poison.
I'm like, yo, we need to have a conversation about that. Because when
Okay.
I'm going through certain places, I'm seeing, like at first when I thought it's like black and white, innit? And I feel like that's where you're coming from. If it's right, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying, even when you, in the system, courts, whatever, even when you have that evidence, yeah, it doesn't get you the results you want.
Yeah, not for
And
a
what I've
man.
noticed, there's 2 things that happened to me. One in COVID. I see a random post on Instagram. Man's like, yeah, have you seen the Black Lives Matter website? Random. Like a man. And I just said, you know what? I got time today. It's
Let me go
COVID.
look.
I went and looked.
Ooh, the first few
I
lines.
could not believe
What it
I
says
saw
in
on the
black and
website,
white.
yeah?
The first few lines.
And what I'm saying to you, at this time, millions are marching.
Yeah.
Mad.
But I'm stuck in Jamaica, yeah? And I'm like, raw. And it goes back to that same thing. If you want to hide something from some black people, put it in a book, right?
Yeah.
I never really believed that because I've always read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But in this moment,
there's a truth to it.
because the man broke it down. I'll tell you what the man said. I won't say what I'm saying, yeah? This is what he said about the site before I went on it. He said, if you go on it, you won't see the word dad or father or
Yeah.
anything to do with that. You will see the LGBTQ kind of thing going in there.
Yeah.
You will see, like, basically women can raise children without a man.
Yeah.
Right? Basically, it's got nothing to do with like Black Lives Matter.
Can I just
Bear it in
quickly
mind.
add? Can I
Yeah,
quickly
go
add? In their intro, in their mission statement,
Yeah.
it says that they are dedicated to basically changing the shape of the nuclear family.
There you go. That's
It
he
says
said
it
it in
in
a
the
much
words.
better
It
way
says
than
it
I
in the
did.
words.
That whole sentence
And let me
is
tell you
like-
something. When I came out of it, I was so like, and let me tell you something. But I still saw for the next year,
But do you know what's... Yeah.
everybody running around Black Lives
Do you
Matter.
know?
Black
But
Lives Matter.
do you know what's mad though? At that time, at that very time, it was over a black man's life.
Yes, sir.
know.
This is what
Yes.
doesn't
I
make
know.
sense.
Come on, this is what I'm
You're trying to
getting
cut out
at.
the black
You're
man.
trying to cut out the black man
Mad.
out of your statement, supporting his, well, not his demise.
And then when you
but
saw
you're
when you saw
Yeah.
where the
trying to
funding came
say.
from, where you saw the funding came from, where you saw the people that were behind
I
it,
know, bro,
and they
'cause
all got exposed.
we
I don't want
watched
to
it
talk
on
about it now,
Illuminati
but
Live.
yeah?
We've already had that discussion.
Beautiful. Like I know you would, obviously, right? That's why I can say it. My thing is this:
Kicks banging.
I've realised, like,
So forward, kid.
through my own personal experiences, yeah, I've watched and I've said to myself, rah, as a man, and I can only talk from, if you're confident, if you're confident enough to stake your claim anywhere you're there, yeah, court, road, anywhere,
10 toes.
yeah, let me tell you something. It's a tough life, you know. You better be mentally and spiritually
Ready.
prepared.
Yeah.
Because what I think, what we're saying about the elders, I'm going to go back to what you said. Not to say on your point exactly, but generally. Some of them can't teach you because they're madded blood. The fight they was fighting, like you see where I look at my parents or my mother or my father or whatever, still together. They're at home now. I'm going back to them, yeah. Cool, yeah. But I'm saying my mum was coarse with me as a youth, coarse. And you know, as a youth, how it affects you and whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
As I got older, I said, nah. You know what? When I realised certain things, I'm like, you're surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all I'm trying to say, like, some of these OGs out here, man, you don't know what they've been through, you know.
I need to
it's
put them on the
true.
team. I need to connect.
Yeah,
So I'm all about bridging the gaps between the young and the old.
Yeah.
I very much believe in that. I think my essence and my spirit is that of an elder with a young man's heart,
Yes,
or vice versa. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like I'm immature for my age. I'm a
Yeah,
grown
and that's
man,
the-
but I act young, yeah? And I'm
Yeah,
cool
of
with that. And you
That's
know
a
where I got it
sign.
from?
Yeah.
That's a sign that you know that you're more in touch with your spirit than what
Than
your
you are
body
with
is
your-
doing
yeah.
or
Because
whatever.
you know, I used to
And
go
it's not
foreign
even
and see
just
the
the
man in the
body,
big chain,
it's-
the shorts, Bermuda shorts, the trainers. I said, look at this
It's the
old man
time,
thinking he's
it's
young.
the timing.
But I laugh because you know what? That man's young at spirit.
Can I
Johnny,
add
yeah,
to
Why
what
do you
you
want to speed
can
up
I
the
add-
process of age?
Can I add to what you said as well? Just about the young people as well, because
Chevelle's having the last point.
thank
Go
you.
on.
And I really want to say this because not all our young people are bad,
Yes.
and we tend to overshadow the good ones that's doing
They're
things
more good
and
than bad.
making headway, pause, in different places that we couldn't be in, grow up. Back in the day. And so I just want to commend you guys and tell you lot to keep going, keep pushing and keep fighting the system and making your own space yours, innit? Creating that space for yourself to walk into. And as for the young ones that's on the madness, yeah, growth will show you, innit?
Yeah, definitely. Big up yourself, true sister.
and experience. That's it. Thank you guys.
So big up. Thank you very much. Make sure you check us out. This is Speakenomix. Check me out, Jedionline on YouTube. Check out the clips and whatever.
Oh
Jedi-
yeah, the real _ Shevz.
the
Follow
real
me.
Shevz.
Now I'm cool, I'm on your shit, man.
This is twice now. You ain't trying to tell no one.
No, you know why? Because like I'll bill it with you, innit? Like I know what I want.
Where you at?
TikTok, side from the south. Don't really do socials, but if you want, I'm there.
Yeah, man. Get me.
And big up Jedi, yeah, because you know I've been.
Every time.
It's mad how we bucked, yeah. It's mad how we bucked, and we talk about that off camera, yeah. But I'm like, it's energy, man.
Yeah, man.
And when I see them, man, before we even ever spoke, I clocked. I said, right, this brother's a serious brother, you know. Like I just feel the energy, yeah. And the way it kind of naturally got to this, I'm like, what I see you doing now with all your stuff, I'm like, yo, it's on point, man.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
But it just takes a minute for people to understand that, the masses.
to get to it, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, I big up Maverick, big up Max, big up High Priest in the wings.
Yeah.
You get me? Southside, Shevz, Des. You lot feel like a team. You lot are nice. I love you.
Yeah,
like, I'm
our
very
vibe is
comfortable
lit,
with you,
yeah.
man. The vibe is nice. You get me? We got two of the more mature, two of the young bucks.
Yeah,
It's
true.
nice. It's a good mix. He like young bucks. You're not even a young buck, bro.
He is,
Like, why you have to do all of
he
that?
is. We're
See what
both
I'm
in the young
saying?
category. I
Bro,
don't care.
look at
We're
this
both
one
in the
here.
young category.
Bro, she fighting for it.
Yeah.
Nah, you're a big man. You're young Philly's age. You're a big man.
I'm not a man. I'm not a transformer.
Boy.
We said toilet break.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
toilet break, smoke break.
yo, big at yourself, Maverick. We done. Cut this one. Boom.
New.
Toilet break.